So my name is Tahmid, self-sponsorship consultant at Hassle-Free Education. So just before we start, as you know, there's a kitchen there. If you want tea, coffee, in the break time you can go. And there's toilets there, so if you want to go toilet, you can go. So if possible, try to keep everything as clean as possible, because we don't want them to complain, as this is the main office for this. So everyone is ready for self-sponsorship, yeah? So that's very good. So in this workshop, our CEO, Ahsan Habib, he was on PSW visa. When his visa was expiring, he went for entrepreneurship visa at that time. So right now it's called self-sponsorship. So at that time it was tough. So his background is his parents were a primary school teacher and a high school teacher. He initially started around 2010. And right now, this company, Hassle-Free Education, is making millions. So he's made a big empire, and he's here to help you, everyone here, help you, guide you. And this is for you. He's giving back for you guys. So he will be here shortly.
Good morning. So thank you for coming today. So first of all, I'd like to thank you, my team, who has done a lot till now, and that's why you are here today. So how many of you are coming outside of London? Can you please raise your hand? Is there anybody outside of London? No. Excellent. So apart from you, we have got around 25 people who are joining on Zoom, and they are watching this live workshop with you. So sometimes I'll be connected with them as well, if you don't mind. Already probably know my name. My name is Ahsan Habib. So I'm the CEO of Hassle-Free Education, and probably Tahmid, he gives you kind of intro, what I am, who I am, and what I do. So by the way, just I'd like to connect with you, and I'd like to introduce you to you. And that's why I'll ask you a few things. Number one, your name, whose visa are you on, and how many months left, and which university you have studied if you are on PSW. So I'm going to start from here.
Oh, yeah. Hi. My name is Pavitra. I'm from India. I'm from Kolkata actually, eastern part of India, and I'm here in youth mobility visa. I come here on late December last year. So I have more than 1 year left for my visa, and I'm doing a job. It's a good job, pay is good, everything settled down here, but in order to extend my visa, that's why I'm here today, to take the, to know this opportunity, know these things better and better.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, put your hands together. Thank you. That's nice.
Sami Ahmed from Bangladesh, Sylhet. I have completed my postgraduate from University of Southampton, and I have 6 months left on my PSW. Just today I came here to actually know that about self-sponsorship. Thank you.
Thank you. Put your hands together. Nice. Very nice.
Hello, my name is Umar, and I'm currently working with Executive Group. I'm a management accountant. I'm ACCA qualified AC MBA from University of West London. So currently I'm doing job with a company, and it's a good company. It's huge. It is one of the biggest mobility solution company in the UK. But the thing is that they are not extending and they're not giving me the visa, sponsorship visa. So I'm just exploring the different options. Where can I go and what can I do? Thank you.
Okay, excellent.
Hello, I'm Abdullah Sifat. I'm from Dhaka, Bangladesh. I have 6 months left for my PSW visa, and I complete my master's in management, MSc management from BBP University.
Excellent. Thank you. Put your hands together. Very nice. Very nice.
Hi, my name is Tabriz Khan. I'm from Mumbai, India. I've got 1 year left for the PSW visa, so I'm looking for self-sponsorship visa.
Okay, thank you. Put your hands together. Very nice.
Assalamu alaikum. Thank you, Hassle-Free Education, to bring me to scope this workshop. I'm Arif Ahmed. I'm studying at the University of Westminster. I've left 6 months. I still just completed 1 semester and left 1 semester. I have a plan to start new journey to any business. That's why I came to the workshop.
and thank you for having me.
Thank you. Put hands together. Very nice.
Hello, I'm Nikhil from Mumbai, India. I completed my Master's in Logistics from Westminster University, London. Right now I'm here just to explore my options. I have about a year left on my visa.
Thank you. Put hands together. Why the projector is not coming up?
From India, Gujarat. So I completed my MBA General from Bedfordshire University, Luton. I have applied for my PSW on maybe 4-5 months ago. I have left for 1 year and 8 months left for my PSW. And I'm just exploring right now what visa can I extend to or what options I have.
Okay, thank you. Put hands together. Right.
Hi, my name is Sindhu. I'm from Bangladesh, Borishal, and I have completed my MSc from Staffordshire University. Now I'm on PSW visa, and 1.5 years left. Thank you.
Thank you. Put hands together. Very nice.
My name is Maisha Parisubaba. I'm from Bangladesh. I have finished my master's from graphic design in the University of Portsmouth. So I'm here for like self-sponsorship. I want to know more about that. I have just almost 1 year left for my visa. So I just want to know more about the sponsorship.
Thank you. Put your hands together. Thank you.
I'm from also alongside, and I'm a British citizen. I just came here for my sister. She just finished bachelor in Women University on CSE. Today she has her job. That's why I feel just to know about it.
Wow. Put your hands together for her. Wow.
Hi, my name is Krupika. I'm from Gujarat, India. And I'm just here to explore my options because I have just 3 months left on my PSW. I have the idea, but I just want to learn more and explore more on how to execute those ideas and how can I put my step forward into that.
Excellent. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Rahman. I'm from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Right now my visa status is student. Basically, I'm studying MSc in UP University. So I just came here to know self-sponsorship visa. So that's interesting.
Thank you. Put your hands together. It's very nice. Josh, I'd like to know from the online. So can you please just type in the chat box if you can hear me and see us properly. Very quickly, please type in the chat box if you can hear me and see us properly. Okay, excellent. I'm waiting for your response. Okay. So, first of all, have you got pen and paper?
Yeah.
Good, very good. So it's going to be very interactive. I'm going to do...
I think someone's going to say something.
Okay, that's fine. So when we need you, so probably we'll ask you to unmute yourself and we're going to hear from you. So by the way, if you have got pen and paper, absolutely fine. If you don't have, can you please arrange? You need pen. Can you please arrange some pen and paper? What's your expectation from today's workshop? So we're going to invest our time together from, okay, we have just started and we're going to stay until we fill out your expectation. And there will be solicitor, there will be an accountant to teach you everything about the self-sponsorship. So first of all, please write down what's your expectation, probably 3-4 sentences. I'm going to give you a minute to write it down. What's your expectation?
So you're going to take the paper?
No, just write it down. What's your expectation today out of this workshop? So very quickly, please type in the chat box. If you can hear me and see me properly, excellent. Okay, Abdul Rahman, would you like to say something? So you need to unmute yourself. You need to unmute yourself first.
Sorry. Should I?
Okay. So write down your expectation, what you are expecting from us on this one-day workshop. Sam, is the sound box connected? Okay, excellent. Okay, excellent. Thank you. So I'd like to hear a few things from you. So I'd like to hear from you, madam. So what's your expected outcome from this workshop?
My expectation is that I would learn more about the visa first, obviously, and want to learn how to execute the idea which I have, like opening a small business, and also to learn about more about the documentation, license requirements, and the accounts and finance.
Okay, got it. So first one is visa process. Second one is
Second one is how to execute the idea of the business.
so your business idea to execution, right?
Yes.
Okay, excellent. Excellent.
So how the process works.
How the process works.
Yes, I have it.
Same. Sir?
So, how can I start as a digital marketing agency here? And I need to know full details.
Okay, excellent.
So basically I want options for that. I also want to know if I have some funds, so how can I start any small venture or something, or do you have an idea like how much funds or minimum funds required for that? Or will you guys help us or assist us with a company registration or in the front of laws, you know? In this country, like everything need licensing certification, so we don't know much about that.
Okay, thank you.
Same thing, apart from the process and the steps I will need to take, if it's actually something I should consider or not.
Okay, excellent.
Yeah, my background is law fraternity, and I actually started law field with this. So I want to know if I started or not, and what the requirements are needed.
Okay, excellent.
Just to get to know about the visa processes and documentations and accountings and everything.
Excellent.
Actually learn about the self-sponsorship visa A to Z, and I need to learn how to run a business and deal with the situation during the journey.
Okay, excellent.
So time frame, cost and eligibility, these things in mind.
Excellent.
I actually highlight two words, overall and clear. Overall and clear idea about self-sponsorship.
Okay, excellent.
Actually, I want to know that I came here alone today, but I have a friend with me. He's doing IT jobs in London. So he already have a company back in India. He already run this company for 5 years. Now we are like, I'm an accountant and he is an IT guy. So if we both make a company here, and I just want to explore the, how is the process go on, and what type of business. Like I'm looking for an enterprise business or a trading business. So he can do the IT consultant part of thing. I can do the finance management and marketing, all the thing.
Excellent.
So that's the thing. I want to just clear.
Excellent. Thank you. So from online, can you please type in the chat box what's your expectation out of this one-day workshop? Just quickly type in the chat box. I'd like to see. Very quickly, please type in the chat box. I can see 19 people out there. Okay. I have seen a lot of comments over there. So Hilal said, I want to know the guidance for set up a business and details of business processing and visa processing things. Okay, excellent. Anybody else? Okay. Okay, excellent. Excellent. Thank you. Thanks for sharing all of this. So what I understood from your thoughts, so if I can help you with this information today, how the self-sponsorship works and how to start a business and grow a business and scale it up, so you will be happy once you're living here.
And how long it takes to...
Okay, excellent, excellent. So you told me your expectation. Now we're gonna set up expectation. So can you please write it down? So now my expected outcome is, please write it down. My expected outcome is to know all the process and procedures about self-sponsorship and how it works,
Do you know all the?
all the process and procedures and how it works, and also how to start a business and scale it up and get the settlement through a self-sponsorship. So that's your expected outcome, right? Now, I'm going to ask you a very, very direct question is, so if you know everything about this, let's say you have known everything about this, what's going to happen next?
Execution.
Execution. Anybody else?
The thing is, even if we do know, there would be some minimum requirement, like some funds, which I don't think I have, but so I'll need to plan accordingly.
Okay, excellent, understand. Okay, so my question is, so if you know everything about self-sponsorship, how it works, how to start a business, how to scale it up, you have known everything. Is going to benefit you at all if you know everything until you do the execution and get the result?
Well, we'll need support as well, because even if we do know how, we will need people to do some work as well, because to know something and to do something is two different things. You, in theory you can do anything, in practical it's a little bit hard.
Okay, excellent. So I think our expected outcome should be a bit different. So the first part is to know, and second part is to make a commitment, how to execute and get the result. Can you please write it down? Second part, your expected outcome. Second part is to make a commitment, to execute it and get the result. So once you get the result, that means you are happy. So your time is invested properly. I can give you everything, and once you go home, you haven't done anything with this, your time is wasted, and my one is. And I don't like to say that at least my time is not wasted. I'm not sure about you, but I'd like to make sure that my time is not wasted. Why I'm saying this is, if you don't value your time, no one else does. So I'd like to make sure my time is not wasted. So that's the first thing. Second thing is, of course, I'm gonna give you the execution plan, and also he was asking, so we need a lot of service, help, support, and all of this. We do all of this. And that's why we are here today. And I'll tell you exactly what we can do for you. And of course, it's gonna take a lot of investment. It's time, money, and effort. It's not only the money, it's time, money, and effort. And once you make the commitment that you can do it, so then you're gonna get the result after doing the execution. That's the thing. That's our expected outcome. So now I'd like to ask you, what's your expected outcome for today?
To learn and execute.
And
plan the process, then hopefully.
no, I didn't get it. What's our expected outcome today?
Expected outcome from you.
No, from you.
From you.
Yeah.
To learn about the visa processes.
To start my own business soon.
To make a commitment with myself.
To learn how to execute and then do the execution and maybe get the results.
Okay. So I repeat, our today's.
My
Not to waste our time.
as soon as possible I can start.
Good. So our expected outcome today is to know everything, and after knowing all of this, to make a decision, is it right fit for me or not, and then make a decision, make a commitment, and execute it and keep doing it until I get my result. Got it? So the last word is result. So if you don't go till the last one, your time is wasted. I can confirm. Okay? So that's the thing. So now I'd like to start from the very beginning. As a human being, how many times do you take meal? 2, 3, sometimes 4, 4.5 times, okay? As much as we can, 5. Good. So all the meals we are taking is for our human body. And there is something is called mind as well. So how many times we take meal for our mind? That's my question. How many times?
I don't do it.
You don't do that? Anybody?
I do it once. I read book every day.
Excellent. Anybody else?
I'm just
Quite a
learning.
few times I read as well.
Okay. Anything else?
Book and write
One
as well.
time, like
Mm-hmm.
listening podcast or something.
Mm-hmm. Anybody
I'm
else?
just taking a few days a week, like I don't do every day, but I learn trading at this moment a few days.
Good, very good. So, okay, so every single day we got to train up our mind as well. Because just I'm giving an example. So everybody has got a smartphone. It doesn't work until you update the software. So mind is working as a software. So if you don't update every single day, it's not going to work for you. So now I know every year we are updating our phone. So my question is, how many times we are updating ourselves? Through book, training, workshop, mentorship program. How many times?
I think very minimal. Like people have lots of things to get fit and to work on the food, but the least they consider their mind development.
Mm-hmm.
Somehow it's built in our culture as well, and we are learning from the society. So we are just like go for the glamour and things which are attractive.
Mm-hmm.
Because mind is inside your head,
Mm-hmm.
and usually when you talk, it depicts.
Mm-hmm.
And so people don't put more of the time in improving themselves, especially in self-development thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's very less, which I try to be,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know. Like I think it's minimal option people take up.
Okay, excellent, excellent. Thank you. So now I'm going to ask you the second question is, so whose book are you reading now?
Currently, I'm reading Stephen Covey's 7 Habits of Highly Effective People.
Excellent.
Says I'm halfway.
Amazing book. Anybody else? Whose book are you reading now?
I've just started reading The Secret by Rhonda Byrne.
Sorry, say that again?
The Secret.
The Secret, okay.
Yeah, by the writer Rhonda Byrne, and I just learned about it, so just started getting on with that.
Excellent.
I'm reading it's a Bengali book, Pyramid Rahasya. It's a translate book.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Pyramid Rahasya.
Mm-hmm.
Like something how built a pyramid is.
Mm-hmm.
I
Excellent.
went British Museum, also link it up
Mm-hmm.
to see the mummies
Mm-hmm.
and these things.
Okay, so, I'm going to request you something. So who are joining us from online, can you please give them access to unmute themselves? So when they would like to ask a question, so they'll do just unmute themselves and they're going to ask the question. Okay, so dear online people, so please make sure you always keep muting yourself because a lot of background noise and everything. Once you need to ask a question, just unmute yourself and ask. Okay, so I'm gonna give you the name of the two books, and I would recommend you during your break time, please order them through Amazon. And I can guarantee you, once you order that book, I'm not making any money. Okay, first book is The Science of Getting Rich. Number one, Wallace, The Science of Getting Rich. The Science of Getting Rich. The Wallace D. Wallace. Now you start thinking,
Science of
Getting Rich. Wallace D. Wallace.
Sorry?
The Science of Getting Rich. Author is Wallace D. Wallace. Okay, so if you
can please text the names of the books in the chat box.
excellent, thank you. Anybody can help us?
And one more thing is his voice is not audible and the voice is not clear.
Okay, can you hear me now? Okay, so if you heard me right from the online, please type in the chat box what's the name of the book. The Science of Getting Rich, the Wallace D. Wallace. Okay, second book I'm recommending is Think and Grow Rich. Think and Grow Rich. Okay, Think and Grow Rich. Okay, the first one, the Science of Getting Rich, this is not the book. So now the next question is, what is this? Right? So basically, it's a live mentor. So you got to do everything, whatever it says in the book. Don't ask any question. If you'd like to make money, if you'd like to be a millionaire or 6 figures, 7 figures, 8 figures, Just you need to listen what the book says, and you need to do exactly what it says. Don't ask question. Did you hear me right?
Yeah.
Don't ask any question.
How is it possible? I can't accept anything without asking questions. It's my
That's a very good thing. So if you'd like to make money very quickest way, just do this. So if you'd like to ask question, it's gonna take time to do the argument with the Wallace D. Wallace. He passed away in 1932. So basically you cannot argue with him in person. So you're gonna argue with him his thought. Anyway, but at the end you're gonna get the right answer. So my question is, I don't like to argue with the Wallace D. Wallace because he made probably millions of millionaires through this book. Right? Now I'm gonna tell you the story why I have recommended this book. So first of all, I value a person who is a mentor. Please type in the chat box mentor, and in person please write down the word mentor, M-E-N-T-O-R, mentor. Mentor. So first of all, I would like to ask you, sorry gentlemen, what's your name?
Oh, my name is Pavitra.
Sorry? Pavitra. So what do you mean by mentor?
Mentor is someone who guiding, guiding some guys or someone who don't know this thing or want to achieve.
Who is mentor?
Mentors is what like a facilitator. You can tell nowadays teacher is a common synonym of mentor.
What do you mean by mentor?
Mentor who assist and
Please don't Google it.
Sorry?
No, I asked them, don't Google it. Okay?
who assist something to avoid to carry on your journey.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. From online. Anybody answer me? What do you mean by mentor?
Yeah. Who will help us to like guide us the things, what to do, what not to do, and putting in a right direction for the mentor.
Excellent. Excellent. Thank you. Thanks for sharing.
Who's knowledgeable and like guide us towards the right path.
Okay, excellent. So I'm going to make it very clear to everyone else. So mentor is someone else. Can you please write it down? Mentor is someone else who has done the journey, what you want to start, and get the result, what he achieved. Right? So mentor is somebody who has done the journey, what you want to start, and get the same result, what he achieved. That person is called mentor. Okay. Got it? Excellent. Thank you. Anybody has got any questions regarding mentor? Is clear? Crystal clear? Excellent. So in my life, I have got several mentors, and I'll share all of them names. And I'd like to say, I'd like to thank them from my heart, because if they didn't come to my life, I wouldn't be here today. And why I said several mentors, and I'll share with you why I have got several mentors as well within the time frame. So the mentor I'm going to share with you, his name is Dr. Silva. So I wanted to be a multimillionaire, and when I wanted to be a multimillionaire, already I achieved 7-figure million, but I wanted to be multi, and I wanted to have college campuses in different places in London and other cities as well, Birmingham, Manchester, and all of this. And he achieved all of this. He achieved all of this. So I'm not sure how much he's making, but it's over probably 100 million figures he achieved. So I was chasing him for so long. And all of a sudden, he started replying me. And I said, thank you, sir, for replying my message. I wanted to be your mentee. And I know your time is so valuable. Probably I can't pay you that much. But as a owner, I'd like to pay you 10 grand. And I'd like to be your mentee for 6 months. Can you please give me the opportunity? He didn't offer me anything. He didn't say me anything. That's the message I have sent to him. And once I sent him, he didn't reply me for a week because, this person is so busy, very scheduled. And I know when he'll be free. So I didn't like to send him a message like midnight, probably after his dinner or something else, like around 8-ish. So please pardon me if I irritated you in this time. Can you please give me an answer? And then next day, he sent me a message, my secretary will contact with you. And the secretary did is she sent me an invoice of 10 grand. I transferred the money. And then we had started the conversation. So now my question is, why he agreed? Because 10 grand is nothing to him. Basically 10 grand is, okay, just I'm giving the comparison. When I was PSW, on PSW visa, when I went to chicken shop, before ordering the, one-piece leg and fries, it was like £1.50. I was counting money in Bangladeshi taka because I'm from Bangladesh, and I was thinking, it's like 200 taka. Should I order it or not? Right? So for him, it was like less than a pound, 10 grand. Did you understand where I'm coming from? So then he assigned a course with me. Now I think she is in Spain. She's working for a famous football club as a coach. And I had a conversation with Dr. Silva, less than 30 minutes. It's not over the phone, it's a chat, but it's social talk, it's not the business talk. Less than 30 minutes. And why I'm sharing this story is the first day when I had started mentorship program, he has spoken with me for 3 to 5 minutes. And he said, Hasan, you got to start this manuscript reading. It's not only reading, you need to understand it, and you need to internalize it, and you need to execute it. And then he sent me a link, and he said, print it. I printed it, and I started reading it. I internalized it, I utilized it, and I started seeing my growth as well. So all of a sudden, I was looking through my bookshelf. It's like worth of 10 grand book in my bookshelf, all the business book, non-fictions. So I said, this book is familiar to me, but I didn't touch it. It's greenish color. Then I picked up the book and I opened it. And the book name is The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace D. Wallace. And that's the book he sent me through the link. And he asked me the same thing as I told you. Don't ask anything. Don't argue with the book. Just do it if you'd like to become a millionaire. And if you'd like to do something else, don't read this book. It's irrelevant to you. So then I said, oh my gosh. So the book was in my bookshelf for more than 2-3 years. I didn't start reading it. Mostly 70-80% book I have already read. Some of them 80%, 50%, 30%. But this is the book he has written and is in my bookshelf. And I didn't touch it until my mentor said to read it. After paying him 10 grand, then I understood the value of this book. Did you get me?
Yeah, sure.
So the book I recommended you is not for the book for someone else. The book is for only the people who would like to become millionaires, decamillionaires, 100 millionaires and billionaires. Okay? So how many of you would like to order this book during the lunchtime? Raise your hand, please. I'd like to see. I'd like to see. I'd like to see. Okay, excellent. Thank you. This is not the book for you if you don't like to make money. Okay, that's the first book. Second book is all about, okay, I'll take your question in a minute. The second book I ask you to order is Think and Grow Rich. The gentleman, he has taken this assignment from someone else who was the, like, in this time, probably you can say him trillionaire, like Jeff Bezos or more than that. So he's Scottish, but he moved to America and he became business mogul. And then the gentleman, Napoleon Hill, he was very young, like 17, 18, and he has got a stepmother. And the stepmother recommended that, can you please go to somewhere else who can teach you to become rich, wealthy people. And so he was lucky, he listened to his mom. And then he found that the richest person in the USA was that guy. So he went to him and he said, I would like to learn from you. And I'd like to publish so that people can get it and they can get help through this assignment. And then the gentleman, the richest guy, he said, so you got to spend 25 years on this assignment. Do you agree? 25 years. And in exchange, you are not getting anything from me. So Napoleon Hill, he wanted to become an author of the book, non-fiction, how to become wealthy. And he got the assignment from the richest guy. And then all of a sudden, the proposal was, it's going to take 25 years of your life. Will you get this opportunity or not? Yes or no? I'm going to give you 30 seconds to decide. And Napoleon Hill, he didn't take 30 seconds. He said instantly yes. And what happened is, you know, who invented the bulb? Good. So he was in that mentorship group. Then who is the owner of Ford? Ford. Henry Ford. He was in that group. So basically, there were a circle of people who became that time millionaire and billionaire. So that was his circle. And so once Napoleon Hill, he got the access of this circle. So he started interviewing all these wealthy people. He said, how you become this? How you become that? And after spending 25 years of his life, he wrote this book, Think and Grow Rich. And if you find anybody else who made 10 millions, and if you ask him, have you read this book? I think out of 100 times, 99% time, they're going to say yes. And I didn't read it a single time. I can give you all my skills today to transfer. And most of you will not make even a single penny with my skills. I repeat, if I give you all my skills, all my team, all my resources to you, you will not make even a single penny out of my skills. Now question is why we are here today. So please write it down. Skill sets don't work without mindset. Skill sets don't work without mindset. Skill sets don't work without mindset. So if you don't have the similar mindset of mine, it's not going to work for you, whatever the skill sets you have got. Right? So now, this book is all about mindset plus skill set. Both is the combination of both. So what are the 5 things you are grateful for? What are the 5 things you are grateful for? So please now write down the 5 things. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5. What are the 5 things you are grateful for? And I'm going to give you 60 seconds to answer it. What are the 5 things you are grateful for? What are the 5 things you are grateful for? Okay? So whatever in your mind, just keep writing, jot it down. What are the 5 things you are grateful for? Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5. So now, I would request you to close your eyes and visualize it. What are the 5 things you are grateful for? So what I'm going to do, I will tell what are the 5 or 10 things I'm grateful for, but you need to imagine, visualize your things, what are the 5 things you are grateful for. So please close your eyes, and then of course I'm going to tell you something to feel about it. So please close your eyes, everybody, close your eyes, right? So I'm going to tell the 5 things or 10 things I'm grateful for, but you need to visualize your ones. So first things I'm so grateful for my all active organ. So now I can stand on my feet, I can speak, I can drive. So for all my human body and organ, I'm so grateful for. Number 2, don't write, close your eyes and visualize what are the first things you are grateful for. Number 2, I'm so grateful for my family. Okay. Number 3, I'm so grateful for the things I have got. For example, I built a beautiful house for my family in Bangladesh. I've got house in Harlow where we are living right now. I'm so grateful for that. I have got a house in Birmingham, and every month I'm getting the rent. I'm so grateful for the house I have got in Durham. I'm getting the rent every month. I'm so grateful for my team who around me, who are helping me every single day and supporting me to grow the business so that we can serve a lot more people better and bigger way. I'm so grateful for the London office, which is making so much money to grow financially. I'm so grateful for the Birmingham office, which is making me so much money so that I can help more people in a better and bigger way. I'm so grateful for my Manchester office. I'm so grateful for my Leeds office. I'm so grateful for my Dhaka office. I'm so grateful for my Sylhet office. I'm so grateful for my Borishal office. I'm so blessed whatever I have got in my life. Thank you, Lord. Thank you. Okay, now open your eyes. Now, I said my thing as an example, and you said your thing as your examples. So did you visualize it? Whatever the things you have got, you are so grateful. Have you connected with your heart? Have you? Okay. Now, the next question I'm going to ask you is, so let's say you have got 2 brothers, 2 cousins. The first cousin, if you send him £100, they say, Bhaiya, thank you so much. This is the money you have given to me. I bought this, and I enjoyed this. Thank you so much. The other one, he said, why didn't you send me iPhone? £100 is nothing to me. If I just do the bike riding, I'm having the fuel and it's gone. So send me next time more money. Right. Now, cousin number 1 and cousin number 2. So for the cousin number 1, what's your feeling in your gut? Amazing. You helped him, and he has done a lot of things. He has enjoyed so many things. And next time, you have got a big heart to support him in a bigger way. The other one is a complainer, moaning, bitching. And he said, next time, you are not getting a single penny from me because you are not appreciating it. Did you get me? So when you appreciate the Lord, God, universe, I'm not sure which religion or whether you believe in God, I don't mind. But there is something is called universe. I have seen a lot of millionaires and billionaires, they don't believe in God, but they believe in universe. And they say, if I appreciate all the things to the universe, whatever I have got in my life, universe will make me more happy. They're going to give me more. And if I complain a lot, universe will say, okay, I'm going to take from you whatever I have given to you so that you can suffer a lot and you can do a lot more mourning and bitching. Did you get me? Do you agree? Okay. So the first thing, especially the wealthy people, they have got right mindset and they have got some sort of discipline. And every single day what they do is they acknowledge what they are grateful for. So now my question is, so if you'd like to become wealthy, would you like to do this ritual every single day? How much time is going to take? Less than a minute, right? So in my personal life, what I do is, most of the day, what I do is, I try to jump into the pool early in the morning. I try to do swimming a kilo. It's like 20 rounds. Then once I jump into the jacuzzi, it's a warm, hot, just I close my eyes and I say what I'm grateful for. And instantly I say, I'm so grateful for because I'm in this environment, I'm taking this opportunity. And it's connected with my heart. And so many people I see around me, they're complaining, bitching. And I'm asking myself, where is my complaint? Why I don't do a lot more complaint? Because every single day, what I do, I appreciate what I have got. So the appreciation and complaint, it doesn't go together. So you got to do every single day, you got to appreciate what you have got. And what's going to happen is you're going to see month after month, just it started growing. That's the thing. Okay, now I'd like to ask you, please write down the 5 things what you'd like to have in your life. What are the 5 things you'd like to have in your life? Write down the 5 things. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5. What are the 5 things you'd like to have in your life? So I'm not asking to embrace you, because if you say, I'd like to have 100 million in my life, and you'll be embraced, I'm not asking you. Just write down, ask yourself, ask your heart, what you would like to have in your life. Is it a nice family, better husband, children, money, house, yacht, whatever it is. Just write down 5 things I'd like to have in your life. Right, so why I'm asking this? So people, most of the time, they don't become happy because they don't know what they are looking for in their life. They don't know. They don't know. Whatever they are getting, and that's why they are not appreciating. And that's why the happiness and the whatever they achieved is not matching up. So I'd like to request you just make your phone silent so that no one is disturbed. Okay, so these are the things you need to understand. So 5 things you have written in your life, what you'd like to have. Now I'd like to tell you another story from my experience. Have you heard about Tony Robbins?
Yes.
Yeah? Tony Robbins, number 1. Okay, he's an American guy. I love him very much. He changed my whole life. So he came to London Excel. That time I was in my entrepreneurship visa. Okay, just I'd like to tell you something. Entrepreneurship visa is not different thing rather than self-sponsorship. It's kind of business visa, what I was on. So I was struggling in my life. My wife, she was working full-time and she was paying all the bills, food and everything. I didn't have any money because on the entrepreneurship visa, in the biometric it was written, you cannot work for other company. So what happened is, so I can work only for my business, not for other company. And then I started becoming frustrated, because how does it look like? Your wife is working full-time, she's paying all the bills, you are trying a lot, but you are not generating any money at all. And sometimes I started, what's the meaning of life? But I'm blessed that I got such a wife, and she supported me all the ways. And then she told me, I'm going to give you 5 years to figure out what you want to do, and so that you cannot complain. I'm not asking you how much you are earning, but figure out your things. And that was the pressure, mental pressure on me as well. So this lady, she's giving me this opportunity. Why shouldn't I? Then on my entrepreneurship visa, there are few people I know, they came onto this visa, but they don't like to use it in proper way. They went for delivery job, everything illegal and all this shit. I did the same thing as well. The first day, I think, okay, let me tell you the story. So I attempted 5 times to pass my driving test. And first time failed, second time, fourth time, 5 times I passed. I was so hurried because I'm going to do the delivery as well. Because on my entrepreneurship visa, I know I cannot do it. So I spent quite a lot of money, then I passed, and I had a bit experience like 2-3 weeks. Then I went to a takeaway. I said, will you give me the job, cash in hand? They said yes. And in the evening I went there and said, this is the first delivery, go and do the delivery. I took the delivery. That was Toyota Corolla. I bought it £750 in 2014. So I went to the, the door. I knocked the door. I gave the thing. It was paid online. He gave me £2 coins as a tip. I put it into my pocket. And I was driving down like this. And on the way, there is a police car stopped another car. And the things I was doing is illegal because I didn't have work right. And I said, I started sweating inside my car. And I said, oh my God, just let it pass. And I came to the restaurant. I called my wife. I said, I'm not doing it. He said, what's the reason? You spend like thousands of pounds to pass your driving test, and now you don't like to do the delivery. I said, I saw this policeman stop another car. If I am caught, I will be deported to Bangladesh, and this is happening. He said, okay, don't do the delivery. Do whatever you're supposed to do. And I said, okay. Then I started jumping into different seminars, workshop, training, and all of this. That changed my whole life. Okay. So all of a sudden, I saw an ad. It said, he's a 6-foot guy. He said, hi, this is Tony Robbins. And I said, who is this guy? And then I started listening the ad, and he said, so I'm coming to London Excel. If you'd like to have the experience and all of these, click the button below. I clicked the button below, and it's asking me £200. And £200 is like 2 millions for me, right? I'm not ready to give £200 to him. I didn't know about him. But whatever the message he has given to me, it related to me. Then I approached to one of my friends. That time he was settled in the UK. I'd like to tell his story as well. So he was Dr. Javed Iqbal. He was the assistant professor of Huddersfield University. And I met him in a networking event, and he said, I'm struggling with these things. I sent him the link. I said, do you know this guy? He is coming to London and all of this. And he said, yeah, I know him and we should go there. He told me we should go there. I said, okay, but £200. He said, yeah, it's £200. And he said, Hassan, I understand what you mean. I'm going to pay for it. And once you come, give me £100 or give me another favor. No problem at all. Because he didn't say it's free for you because I wouldn't value it. He understood. So we went together to Excel Center. He came for an hour. There are a lot of speakers. They are selling courses and everything. He came for an hour. We were waiting, kept waiting. And once he came, he was supposed to give for an hour, but he went for like 3-4 hours. And whatever he was saying, it was very, very related to me. I started taking a lot of notes. And then at the end he said, I'm coming to London Excel Center again. There will be now here 14,000 people. There will be again 10,000 people as 4 days compact. And I will be the speaker for 3 days, and one day would be another one, my partner. And then I said, Dr. Javed, I think we should go there. And he started smiling at me. He said, so you didn't want to pay this £200, now you are thinking about the £800 ticket. I said, yes. Then I didn't call my wife this time because I didn't have courage to say, I'm paying here £800. I said, Javed bhai, should we go it? He said, definitely. So why I'm saying Dr. Javed Iqbal, because in your life, you need learning partner as well. Sometimes you don't have belief that you should do it or not, but your partner, they're going to support you, they're going to guide you, they're going to push you, jump into it, and you're going to start growing. That's the thing. So long story short, I went to Excel Center for 4 days, and that's the 4 days changed my whole life, my perspective, everything. I'm so thankful to him. Until now, in different programs and everything, probably I paid him 50 grand. Last time I went to Florida, West Palm Beach for a program. The previous year I went to Fiji for another program. And the next program I'm planning to go for it is 85 grand, platinum. And he's charging £1 million, but 1 year waiting list for 1-to-1. That's the person. He is generating like now 7 billions per year. So that's the thing. I can figure out my whole life. Probably if I ask my God to give me probably 500 years, probably I wouldn't be able to figure it out how to make 7 billions. But someone is ready to teach me how to make 7 billion. So why shouldn't I go to him and learn from him and execute it and get the result? Do you understand? This is called mentor. That's changed my whole life. Now I'd like to tell you where I was coming from. So I'm originally from Borishal. I studied University of Chittagong, and when I try my best to study at university, I was chosen the last subjects like history, geography, no, Bengali. I mean, no one wants to study it, that kind of subject. I studied history, majored in history. I did my graduation and masters, and I became a language teacher. Then I was asked to join a training. I was working for Cyphers. That time it was a big organization. And there was a trainer. He said, you got to do this, do this, do this, do this. And if you don't like to do this, this is not for you. You are wasting your time here. You should go somewhere else and try something. And that hit my mind as well. I said, I'm playing small. I think I should try something big. And then I started thinking, okay, what should I do? What can I do? And everything. And, you know, from like developing countries, so we are dying for a small job, and we grant it for our whole life. And all of a sudden, I was asked to join a seminar, and there was a Bengali guy who was the marketing officer, and he said, this is the opportunity, da 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 da. I had something is called PSW. That was my first seminar in study abroad. And I asked him, what do you mean by PSW, da 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 da. He said, it's post-study work. Once you finish your degree, you can work full-time 2 years. And I was just starting calculating my things. So if I spend £8,750 here, so that time the tuition fee of Birmingham City University was £9,750. So as a scholarship, I can have 1,000 scholarship. Then I was doing the calculation. If I spend here £8,750, once I finish this course, I'm gonna go for PSW. If I can save £1,000 per month, so 24,000 pounds saving. So I'm multiplying by 117 taka. Oh, I'm rich, quite rich. So then I said, okay, the next question is, so, okay, I can save this money and I can come back. What are the opportunities? Can I get there and settle He said, yeah, there are so many routes you can try and test, and if you're lucky, you can get. And I said, okay, that's the next thing. So I was calculating my ROI. So do you know what's the ROI mean? Return on investment. So I'm investing just 8,750 and I'm getting 24,000 pounds saving, and plus a qualification from Birmingham City University, plus the other opportunities. It's not rocket science to make the decision. I left the seminar. I called my high school teacher dad. I said, Assalamu alaikum, I'd like to study UK University. I'd like to do my master's. He said, can we afford it? He didn't say, no, we can't afford it. He asked me a question, can we afford it? Can you please write it down? Can we afford it? Can we afford it? Now, I'd like Rich Dad Poor Dad. Can you please write it down? The name of the book. Rich Dad Poor Dad. Rich Dad Poor Dad. Rich Dad Poor Dad. So, okay, so everybody, can you please just write it down? Okay, so draw it. Just draw it. So, E for employee. Then SE for self-employed. E for employer. I for investor. Just write it down the way I have written it and make it a bigger picture. So E for employee, SE for self-employed, third E for employer, and fourth one is investor. Okay? So employee and employer. Okay? So these are the 4 parts of our cycle. So when I came to this country, I started working McDonald's, Burger King, blah, blah, blah. I was an employee. So once I started my entrepreneurship visa, I became self-employed. So I was on and show, whatever I was doing. Then I figured out something. I learned everything. Then I started building my team. Then I became employer. Now we have got 37 people on the payroll. They are working from different cities, London, Birmingham, Manchester, Leeds. And once I make a bunch of money, so what I did, I'm going to tell you this story, but how I'm going to do it? Because it's online. So, okay. So make sure please delete this part. Okay. So when I said it, delete it, from that delete it. Okay. So once I make bunch of money here, then I became investor, and I didn't become investor intentionally. I was forced to be investor. I'm going to tell you the story. So here, once I became employer, so 1 year we made over 200 grand profit, and accountant, he did everything and he sent me, please read it, sign it, and we're going to submit it. And I found that 200k profit. So how much is corporation tax of 200 pound? 20%. So how much is 20% of 200 pound? 40 grand. 40 grand. Okay. So 40 grand. And once so now I have got 160 grand. Yes. And from business account to my personal account, once I transfer, so I have to pay again tax, 20%. So again 40 grand. So he said, you need to pay 80 grand tax, and then you need to digest this money. And I said, look, Mr. Accountant, I pay you a lot of money, so you're supposed to give some advice. That's why I'm paying for it. It's not only for submitting all the companies and all these things. And he said, he gave me a smile. And he said, come to see me. And I went to see him, and I said, Mr. Accountant, tell me, what I can do about this? This is hard-earned money, right? We are paying VAT, corporation tax, and everything. And he said, so now you have got X company, you are making this amount of money. You need to go create another company. It's called, let's say, P company, property company, right? And now you need to transfer this 200 grand to this P company, property company, and you need to say X company loan P company in the rate of 1%, and so every year you're gonna give interest 1% to X company. So the director of X company is Hassan Habib, P company director is Hassan Habib. So the interest is giving to a P company to A company. Who is getting this? It's my money, it's in my pocket, right? So then I put the money into P company and I started buying property in Birmingham, Durham, right? And I paid zero tax. Delete this option, okay? Okay, so now, so now my question is, as an employee, you are paying national insurance, you are paying tax. Can you reduce £1 from your tax?
Yeah.
Can you reduce £1 from your tax?
No.
Because?
No.
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 Yeah, direct tax source, so you can't actually.
You can't. As an employee, can you?
No.
Answer is no. As an employer, can I reduce my tax?
Yeah, definitely.
How much?
Yes, still might be 0.
200 grand.
You can mitigate actually. Yeah.
Now, as a business owner, so the country, the government, they allow you to do it. Why? I didn't do money laundering. I didn't do anything. What I did, I supported the government as an investor. What I did, I bought property, and now I'm solving accommodation problem on behalf of government, though I'm getting rent. Do you understand? Yeah. So that's why investor, they are paying zero tax. So that's the difference between employee, employer, and investor. So everybody starts from as an employee, then they become
Self-employed.
then they become then
Employer and investor.
clear?
Yeah.
Is it rocket science?
No.
No. So you can do 2-3 MBA, but if you understood this whole thing, it's gonna save you 200 grand. The MBA cannot save you 200 grand. Only today's workshop, it can save you 200 grand. Okay, so now why I'm saying this, because there is a reason behind it. So in this book, I definitely recommend you to read it. Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki, right? So he's Singaporean guy, living in USA, third generation, amazing guy, amazing guy. So now, so he started studying about the Rich Dad and Poor Dad. Especially, he gave it a name because he was studying and researching about the wealthy people and broke people, poor people, right? And his dad was PhD, and his friend dad was not that much educated, but so much money. And he asked himself, so my dad, he's very intelligent guy, super talented guy, but he's broke. Financially, he's broke. My friend, his dad is not that much intelligent, not that much educated. How he made so much money?
Because he's smart.
He's smart, okay? So then he started learning from his friend's dad. And then he has written the book. Okay, so one of the things he showed in this book is, he said there are two differences between rich dad and poor dad. The main difference is their attitude. When the poor people, they see the opportunity and see there is a price tag to invest, instantly their brain say, I can't afford it. Please write down, rich dad says, I can't afford it. Rich dad says, I can't afford it. Sorry, poor dad says, I can't afford it. and rich dad says, how can I? How can I? So that's the difference between wealthy people and broke people. So broke people say, I cannot. So instantly they are ordering their brain, shut it down. Shut down the opportunity. I don't want it, it means. But wealthy people, instead of, still, if they don't have that much access to the money, still they are asking their brain, how can I? And once you order your brain, how can I? What does your brain do? It start looking for answers. So that's why Tony Robbins always says is, become resourceful. Please write down on your note. So I got to be resourceful. I got to be resourceful. Probably you don't have money, but once you ask your brain that how can I, so you will find, okay, probably my friend, my uncle, my aunt, someone has got money, probably they can help me. They can help me. Now, once I understood this opportunity, I started using this. I'm going to give you some sort of example. So one day I see, okay, that time I just learned it. And then I saw an opportunity. I said, so the course was, it was internet marketing, and the course was $9.99 US dollar. I didn't have that much money. So now, once I learned it, I started asking myself, how can I afford it? Then I started writing the list that whom should I ask for money. I wrote down 5 of them. So 2 of them gave me 250 and 250. I said, look, my friend. So one of the friend, I'm so thankful to him. He gave me the job in McDonald's in Eastern City Airport when I didn't have any job. That was really, really helpful. So one day I saw the opportunity that there is something called a ClickFunnels. He's going to teach everything about the ClickFunnels, internet marketing, Facebook marketing, and all of this. I didn't have that much money. So I made a list, 5 people of my friend. I said, look, so then I did a little bit of research about him. And I told them, so why should you do it with me as a partner? I said, look, this is the opportunity. The investment is $1,000. So you can invest some part of it and you can learn from me and learn with me as well. And he said, what is it all about? I said, it's all about internet marketing. You have done, studied computer science. So you can learn it and you can earn it from here. He said, yeah, I'm in. How much I have to pay? I said, £250. So £250 means it's $350 something. So I got one investment from him. And I also searched for 4 or 5 people. And the other person gave me £150. He said, I don't have that much money, £150. So how much is left? Like $400 or something. I managed it and I invested it. And that course also helped me to learn, understand all about internet marketing. So from now on, if you see the opportunity, so instead of saying, I can't afford it, what should you say? How can I? That means you are becoming resourceful. So once you become resourceful, then it's going to connect you with the resources. All you need to do is you got to become resourceful. Okay. So now the next part. Yeah, that's fine. Absolutely. Thank you. Thanks for coming. Okay. So next part is now. So from this, do you have any questions? I think you had a question. Already I answered it. You raised your hand. Okay.
No. The thing is about the book. Do you have audio book?
It's on YouTube. But I always recommend you to order the physical book. So when I drive from home to work, I always listen something, feeding my mind, feeding breakfast when I go back home, feeding dinner, and sometimes if I get some time, I also do some sort of training and all this, feeding lunch as well. But not always, but I would like to make sure that I'm feeding my brain or mind breakfast and dinner. So if you don't train up this, it's not gonna work like this way. Okay, now this is your part. So regarding the self-pay sponsorship. So some of you know a lot of things, some of you don't know, and some of you know everything. Just I'd like to give you a few ideas about self-pay sponsorship, and then the solicitor, he's going to teach you everything about the self-sponsorship. So self-sponsorship is nothing but a business visa. Please write it down. Self-sponsorship is nothing but business. Self-sponsorship visa is nothing but business visa. So what I mean by that is business visa is you need to start business in the UK as a limited company. Please write down number 1, limited company. Okay, excellent. Number 2, you need to have an authorizing officer. So authorizing officer.
They must be legal there.
Yes, settled in the UK. So European, British, ILR, these kind of things. And number 3, you got to take salary.
What?
You got to take salaries.
Take salary.
Yeah, salary. Number 3, salary. 31 to 38,000. It depends what category of business or what category of job you are showing them. 31 to 38,000. 31 to 38,000. Okay. And you got to continue this for 5 years to get ILR. 5 years for ILR. That's the basic stuff. And the whole thing, our solicitor, he's gonna go in details. Okay. So why I'm giving this initial idea is, so now, so if you look into these 4 things, it's all about business. It's all about business. Do you agree?
Yeah.
It's all about business.
He said to repeat.
Okay. So the 4 things I shared, number 1 is limited company. It's going to cost you £50 to register a company, £50, right? So number 2, authorizing officer. So the person has to be settled in the UK. Number 3, sorry, 50. Before it was, now £50. And number 3, ma'am? Salary. So you got to take salary from business account to personal account.
The authorizing officer, so I don't have any quality to that matter. So how can I manage those?
Good. So if you if you take our service, we support you with that as well. Okay. So number 4 is, so you need to continue 5 years and you're gonna get ILR or settlement. That's all about self-sponsorship visa. So if you've got so many questions I know regarding this, please write it down for the solicitors. He's going to go in depth and he's going to answer you. So now, the second part I'd like to ask you is, so today we're going to talk all about business. Okay, so before going into the business, I'd like to tell you something about the solicitor. He was my solicitor. He was my solicitor. When I started entrepreneurship visa, business visa, he helped me all the way. So he's proven, and he's doing this for last 22, 23 years. So self-sponsorship visa is not a new scheme. So please write down number 1. Before it was called high skill migration. So if you ask someone else 20 years ago who got settled in the UK, most of them, they went through this route and they get settled here through high skill migration. Then after 10 years, it came entrepreneurship and I'm the product of that. So please write down. Second phase was entrepreneurship visa. So do you think, so Home Office gave me the visa and I got settled in the UK. Now, the country is benefited from me or not?
Definitely.
Yeah.
So 37 people are working with me in our payroll, so I'm creating employment. I'm solving their accommodation. So probably in next 5 years, probably I'm gonna buy 50 more. So I'm solving their accommodation problem. So they are getting benefits. So now my question is, why they are giving this opportunity? Everybody has this question. I don't have any skills, blah, 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 Habib. Why Home Office gave you this opportunity? So they are gambling. they gave you the opportunity, you got to prove yourself that you became another entrepreneur and you make money, you help the country and all of this. So, of course, without doubt, they're going to give you the opportunity. You got to take the opportunity and you need to utilize it. That's the only thing. That's the only thing. So, now, the third phase is self-sponsorship. Right? So, high skill migration, entrepreneurship visa, now self-sponsorship. This is not the new scheme. This is not the new scheme. Government, they would like to keep you here, but they'd like to take the right people who can make money, who can make a lot of employment, and who can solve their problems as an investor. That's the only thing. If you understand this one thing, so you have already paid for your time, travel and everything here. Already, you paid for it. It's worth of doing this. Okay. Now, what's the difference between entrepreneurship visa and self-sponsorship visa? The difference is very clear. So when I started, I had to put 50,000 pounds in the bank with a team member who was on PSW visa, the same status, and we started doing our business. Our first company was H&K, so it's Habib, and the other person was Shamim Khan, so he was Khan, so H&K. That was our first company through all the things. And now the challenge is only you got to take salary either 31,000, especially for the PSW. Most of you have to take salary 31,000 for first 3-4 years, and then the last year would be 38,000. That's the only challenge. So that's the difference between two, entrepreneurship and self-sponsorship, and it's doable. How do you know that it's doable? You see me. I did it. 100.
What does that mean?
Hi, sorry to interrupt. I have just a question. I'm on the skilled worker visa right now. Can I switch to self-sponsorship?
Yes, you can. Very good question. So, solicitor will tell you everything, but just related to your question. So, dependent can do it. The students visa who are on, their dependent can do it. Only student, they cannot do it because they don't have business permission. Once they finish their course, they can do it. Okay. So that's the thing.
Yeah, what does it mean to take salary?
Okay, take salary. So this is the business. This is the business. H&K business. So you have to take salary from your company to your personal account.
Oh.
So yearly. So you're gonna start with 31,000 something, and the last year it has to be 38,000. That's the thing. We are not gonna go too deep because it's solicitor thing. I'm not qualified to advise you legal stuff. That's why I invited my solicitor. Okay.
I have a question, like someone say like 29k or is that 31k?
No, state occupation. In that case, the salary can be done. But recently they increased the salary threshold. Okay. So now the question is about the business, right? We're gonna dive into all about business because self-sponsorship is nothing but a business visa, right? So if your business is right, everything is right. So now I'm gonna ask you a question. So what are the challenges you think if you'd like to start your business and if you'd like to scale it up? I'm gonna take your questions from you, but before that, I'd like to ask you to write down 7 challenges you're gonna face if you start your business right now, and in 5 years' time, what are the challenges you're gonna face? Write down the 7 challenges you're gonna face once you start your business. Write down in your paper 7 challenges you're gonna face. The most 7 challenges you're gonna face. Write it down. The 7 challenges you will face during your business, during your self-sponsorship visa or during the business. Okay? Quickly. So number 1, what the challenge? Number 2, what the challenge? Number 3, what the challenge? What the challenge? Number 5, what the challenge? 6, what's the challenge? Number 7, what's the challenge? So what are the 7 challenges you're gonna face when you jump into self-sponsorship visa and you're gonna start your business? So first challenge, tell me please.
Fund.
Fund, okay? Fund from online. Second challenge.
Location of
No, no.
hotel.
No, from online. Anybody from online? Second challenge.
Said authority
sell.
officer.
Sorry?
Product sell or service sell, I think,
What is that?
for my company. I think the selling, like I want to sell something to the customer.
Selling, okay?
I need customers, yeah.
Customers, okay, got it. Customer.
Someone else said authorizing officer.
Scalable idea.
Business idea. Okay, number 3, business idea.
If anything comes, we doesn't move backward step. The third one.
Sorry?
If we are facing any problem in business, we doesn't move back step. So we have to think about the whether money or something is problem in our life, like time management as well. Mainly.
Okay, thanks for sharing. Thanks for sharing. We'll take it.
Competitive market. Market competition.
Market competition. Okay, competition.
Settlement of the business or ups and downs with that.
Okay, struggles.
Business model.
Okay, business model or business idea. Okay, anything else?
Actually able to make sales.
Sales. Okay, we got sales.
And I think the legal advice, like accountant or solicitor.
Legal. Okay.
Financial management.
Finance.
Sorry?
How to maintain finance.
Finance. Okay, we got fund or finance. Okay, excellent. Okay, so number 8 is finance.
Workforce maintenance.
Workforce maintenance. Okay, excellent. Got it. Skill set. Anything else?
Sustainability of business.
So number 9 is skills. Number 10?
Sustainability of business.
Sustainability business. Management. Okay, anything else? Okay, whatever you say, I think it covers everything. Okay? It covers everything. So now, there is a good news and there is a bad news. So who is going to like to hear first? Bad news first. Bad news is, whatever the business ideas and everything, the best product, best customer, best location I'm going to give to you, it's not going to work. That's the simple answer. So if I give you the best idea, best product, best customer base, and it still is not going to work. Because I'm going to tell you, there are 3 reasons. I'll tell you a bit later. What are the 3 reasons it's not going to work? Okay, first of all, we're going to solve one by one. Number 1, fund. Everybody, can you please write it down? Number 1 is fund. Who has got funding problem? Okay, everybody has the funding problem. Okay, so how much fund do you need to start your business? Please write it down on the paper. I don't like to hear you. Write down, first of all, fund, number 1. And number 2, how much fund do you need to start? Just write it down. So, madam, it's better if you just think like your sister here and just keep writing. And it's going to help you a lot as well. Okay?
Can I ask a question? Like, there is like 10 challenges. I think, like for me, it's better to divide into 2 parts. Like, first is initial, like some of them before start, we need to face this challenge, and some of them we need to face after start our business or our getting self-responsibility. So like funding, business idea, like what kind of business, places as well. What place?
Got it. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. So it's like the problem is chicken and egg. Who is first, right?
This is a better, like,
good. So the good news is, so we're going to cook chicken and we're going to cook eggs as well, so that we can taste both. Okay, no problem at all. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. So number 1 is fund, and please write it down. How much fund do you need to start your business? Okay, have you written? I'd like to hear from you. Please write it down, everybody. So if you don't do this exercise, you are wasting your time.
We don't have any idea.
Yeah, the thing is that we don't have any idea.
Very good. Just think one of the business you're gonna start and how much fund is required. Just assume and write it down. For the sake of practicing, nothing else. So write down the fund and write down how much do you require to start your business. Okay? Just write down.
And I can afford or how?
No, how much is required? How much is required? So I'd like to hear from online. So number one is, anybody just unmute yourself and tell us what's your business idea and how much fund is required from online. Just one. 3, 2, 1.
My business idea is to start a takeaway for food, and I think it's going to require me 40K where I live.
Excellent, thank you. Thank you so much. Can you please connect with the sound system?
Yeah, it's already connected.
No, it's not working, I think. So number one, so she said she is going to start a food business, takeaway business, and she needs 40K to start with. Excellent. So you have got some ideas. So what sort of business we can start and deal with this? So from offline, raise your hand who would like to share. So what's your business idea and how much is required?
I would like to dive into franchise business. I've already inquired with some of the owners as well. So they have given me some funding frames. So it starts with 15K. Right. So what my idea is, I should have at least 3 times that amount. So even if I do 15,000 setup and everything, I should have.
Okay, tell me what service and product you're gonna.
So it's it's basically coffee and cake shop.
Coffee. Okay. So please write down his idea is coffee shop and he is required 45K. You said.
Yeah.
45K. Okay. So we got some sort of ideas. His business is coffee shop and it requires 45K. I'd like to take another person from online. So who would be the next person?
Yeah. My idea is importing things from the other countries and sell here the things with the I want to buy cheaper over there and sell here.
Okay, excellent.
Good money.
Excellent, thank you. So you are saying export-import business, and how much is required for that?
Here is bigger money. In my own country, it's 20,000 pounds. Yeah, nearly.
20,000. Okay, 20,000. Excellent. Yeah. Thank you. Thanks for sharing. So from offline, who would like to share?
Sir, actually 0 because I saw lots of on your video on YouTube.
Okay, so if you are seeing my video, I'm not taking your answer. I'm not taking your answer. From here.
So my business will be I'm from the background of graphic design, so excellent. I have lots of workforce in my country. So I'm gonna how the graphic design things work or any kind of social things work. All the works are coming from Bangladesh. People are doing the designs and everything from Bangladesh. So I'm gonna start kind of agency or something like that here.
Okay, so agency. Yeah. How much is required to do that?
I'm thinking about 20 to 30K.
30K, please. Okay. So now we have got ideas: 40K, 30K, 25K. Anything else more than that? 100K, million? Nothing. Okay, excellent. So there is another bad news. Bad news is in UK, 90% startup they fail in 5 years. Please write it down. So if 100 people start the business today, 90 people will fail in 5 years. So this is the study shows. I'm not telling you the story. This is the fact.
Is it they fail in 5 years or they got the visa and they just...
No. In 5 years time. Most of them, they fail in first year.
Yeah.
And
so
no, I got it.
5 years they get the
No. So most of them, they fail in first year, but some of them, they still struggling, facing challenges, and within 5 years, they fail. So that means out of 100 people, 90 people will fail. That's the data shows. Now the question is, what we can do about it? That's the thing, right? And now my quick question is, so why do you think 90% startup they fail?
Lack of mentorship.
Lack of mentorship. Okay, anything else?
lack of research.
They don't plan properly.
They don't.
They don't plan properly.
They don't plan properly. Okay, that's why they fail. Okay, anybody else?
They don't execute.
Do not have enough passion.
Okay, anybody else from offline?
Funding problem.
Funding problem.
You know, and also they don't make R&D as well, market research. What are the sorts like they are?
Very good. Anything else?
Business, what are the companies?
Their pre-plan is not.
The management is not good.
Okay. So the truth is, please write it down. The truth is, they don't have 3 skills.
They don't have 3 skills.
They don't have 3 skills. That's why they fail. 90% business fail in 5 years' time. The truth is, they don't have 3 skills. 3 skills. Number 1, sales. Number 2, advertisement.
What?
Advertisement. Number 2, advertisement. Number 3, management skills. Management skills. They don't know how to manage the people. Okay. So there are only 3 skills. Because of these 3 skills, they fail in a startup. Number 1, they don't have the sales skill. Number 2, they don't have advertisement skill. Number 3, they don't have management skill. That's the only 3 things. However, so these skill sets don't work if you don't have mindset. I can give you, okay, let me put it in another way. So let's say you have got a driving license. You know how to drive. And you used to drive Toyota Auris. Very small car, nice, comfy. And all of a sudden, if I give you Range Rover Sports, I say, take the key, drive it. Would you be able to drive it?
Yeah.
Would you be?
Love to. Without crashing.
Yeah.
I think.
The skills to drive, so yeah.
Yeah, so Toyota Auris, this is this size car, and once you go for Range Rover, you will be, but it's gonna take time. It's gonna take time. So now I'm trying to magnify it. So let's say you just passed the driving test, and you bought a car, Toyota Auris, and all of a sudden you went to Scotland with your friends, 9 people together, and now you need a 9-seater. Would you be able to drive it, 9-seater, all of a sudden? Would you?
Yeah, we can, but you know, it's out of our comfort zone, so yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just have to take extra precautions, but you
Yeah.
can drive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tried it. Fortunately, one of my friends, he stopped the car within 3 minutes and he said, get down. So probably you don't have the value of your life, but I have wife, I have children. So please get it down from the car, driving seat. Let me drive. That's what he said. Because once you jump into from what is to 9-seater, so it requires better skill, bigger skill, so that, and it takes time as well. That's the thing. So why I'm saying this is, if you have got all the skills, still probably it's not gonna work because you don't have the mindset. Right. So once you start understanding this, you got the whole thing. So now these are the 3 skills. That's the reason most of them, they do fail. So we have sold around £250 million through our company. And now some of you start thinking, don't bullshit with us. You haven't sold $250 million, right? Now I'm going to do the calculation. So we are selling university product, and it's 4 years course. Per year is 9,250. Please do the calculation. 9,250 into 4 into 4. How much is that? 37. Multiply into 6,000 students. 6,000 students. Sorry?
6 something.
6 something, yeah.
6 something what?
Million.
So your calculator doesn't support it. Do it again.
220 billion. Millions.
220
million. Yeah.
220.
Million.
So 250 million is a quarter billion. So plus, once they get into master's course, so we are getting commission for that as well. We are helping them to do the master's as well. So do you think after selling this almost quarter billion pounds of product, do I have the sales skill?
Yeah, definitely.
Do you think? Do you agree?
No.
How can you sell?
I think, can I ask you?
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, you can do one or two things. If you don't have skill, you hire people who have skill, or you learn skill.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Very good answer, smart answer. But if you don't know the sales, how are you going to build up the sales team? That's the first thing. Second thing is still, if you don't know the whole thing, so you cannot control them.
Yes, this is the main factor.
Now the question is, so how the CEO and all the people, they control engineers? They haven't the background of engineering, right? I didn't say they have to study engineering, but they have to understand all the process and all the everything.
The basic things.
Basic things. So that's the thing. So do you think after selling this quarter billion of products and service, do you think I can help you with the sales?
Definitely. Yeah, sure.
Do you agree?
Yeah.
Good. Thank you. So now, the second question I'm going to ask you is, so for the advertisement, we have spent over $500,000
Advertisement.
for a few years. Over
Which
$500,000.
platform?
I know you're going to ask this question. I'm answering in a minute. So we have spent over $500,000 in Facebook,
$500,000.
YouTube, Google, and TikTok. $500,000.
Is it country specific?
Yes.
So not in UK.
UK, Bangladesh, India, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Nigeria, you name it. So we have spent over $500,000 in different social medias. So now, do you think, without having this skill, I'm pumping this money into social media?
Never.
What do you mean? Which skill?
And I'm burning out? If I'm burn out, I wouldn't be here. Probably I would be, crying under the blanket, and my wife would say, "No, don't cry."
Things will change.
Huh? Things will change. Things will change. Okay. So now, I don't need to show you proof, but the reason I'm going to show you the proof is one of my mentors, when I saw on his Facebook screenshot, he spent £1 million on Facebook itself. So as I told you, my mentor, you know the definition of my mentor, right? So who can be my mentor, you realize. So he spent over £1 million on Facebook. Just I saw the screenshot and I said, one day I'll spend million, or probably I'll cross million one day. So now I'd like to share you, it's not about the thing to be proud spending £1 million on social media. So please write down, advertisement means ATM machine. Advertisement means ATM machine. So if I ask you, if I can help you with your advertisement to become the ATM machine, if you spend £1, you get £3. Just give me an example. It might be 10x, it might be 5x, it might be 6x. So if I build a system for advertisement, if you just put into £1 coin, you get £3. So how much are you going to spend on advertisement? Unlimited?
It's one kind of investment, you can say.
Yeah? Yeah. So now I'm going to show you in a minute. the screenshot. We have spent only Facebook is over 300 grand, so that you get confidence that, okay, so this guy, he was on PSW, whose father was a high school teacher, mom primary school teacher. If he could do it, probably I could do it too. Just giving some sort of confidence, right? That's the thing. The next skill I'm gonna share with you is, once I started these things, I was one-man show. The first employee, I couldn't pay him properly. And he shouted at me and he left because I couldn't pay him. So then after a few months, I started getting some money. I promised him that I would pay you, but it takes a little bit of time, because if you give the students to this session, in 3 months, 6 months time, we are getting the money. So please allow me some time. He said, no, F word, da 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 da, and he left. Long story short is, then once I got some money, then I hired another person, then another person. So I started from London. So you are familiar with Whitechapel? Yeah. Do you know where the Panchokhana restaurant? Yeah. Yeah. So my first office was on the top of Panchokhana. It was 2 tables, 2 chairs, and I paid £150 for 1 chair and 1 table. I had a old laptop. So that was my investment to start my business. That was my fund. Did you get me? Yeah. So how much I invested in my business? 150 plus I invested in myself on the skills. What are the skills? Sales, advertisement, and management skills. So the first thing so now I'm going to talk about my first mentor. His name is Mona. So I'm going to share with you his picture and all of this, so that you can understand.
Can I just get some water?
Yeah, sure. Please help yourself. Okay, just to recap all the things I shared with you, can you see the picture? Can you see the picture? Everybody, good. Can you recognize me over there? Yes. Yeah. So that's my dad, high school teacher. That's my cousin, and we are sitting in front of the house. This is our house. Yeah. So it's a nice house where I was born and brought up. And there was a small, we call it in Bengali, kachari ghar, something. So when you have got guests or something else, you send them there. Right, so this is the first picture. And just I'd like to share some more deep down history so that you can relate to. So I came to this country in 2010, and it was 2018, 19. One day my dad, so I went to Bangladesh and I was talking with my dad, and one day he said, so we call it in Bengali bazan. So he said, people, they ask me, a lot of people, they ask me questions. So don't you have that relationship with your son? And I was puzzled. So why people are asking this question to my dad? He's a high school teacher, an Indian person, with respect and all of this. I said, can you please explain? What do you mean by that? No, they asked me, do you have the relationship with your son who is living in London? And I said, what do you answer them? He said, yes, I have. Every day we are talking. He said, if your son is living in London, how come this house is like this? And I said, next, what else? And then my dad, he said, when it's raining, I have got big pot like this, and I need to put it, otherwise it's getting mess around. I said, oh my gosh, yes, I understand. And then I promised him, okay, so I have just started my business, and give me some time, allow me some time, and I'll help you to build a business, build a house, the nicest house in the town. And he said, when is that? I said, okay, I'm not going to promise you, I'm going to send you a lot of money together, but next year I'll send you 10 lakh. You're going to start working, and with the passage of time, I'll keep sending you money. Then next year, as I promised, I sent him 10 lakhs. So he has got builder and everything. He started talking with his builder, and he started, so next day he was supposed to start working. So one of his student was engineer. So he said to his student that, give me a very good plan so that my house would be very solid, very strong, and all of this. And the engineer, he made such a plan. I mean, it cost me a lot of money. So then I have spoken with him like 10 o'clock at night, and I said, is everything okay? He said, yeah, the builder and everything, they're going to come in the morning, they're going to start, engineer will be here. And I was doing some sort of project work on my computer. I think I slept around 2:30 or 2 o'clock, and I switched off my phone. So in the morning when I woke up, no, I didn't wake up. Someone knocked the door from outside, one of my friends. He said, oh, what happened? Why don't you pick up the phone? Everybody is calling from Bangladesh. Basically, after Fajr prayer, he passed away. So that was the sad story. But I kept my promise. I promised him I'm gonna build the nicest house in the town, and I did. So what I did is I built this one for him, but
he can't see. Yeah.
But he can't see. Right. So I spent probably over 2 crore on this.
Is it the same place or somewhere else?
No, same place.
Same.
So it's the same place but different house, from here to here. So the reason I ask you to write down all your stuff, that what you would like to have in your life, and also I would recommend you, please, if possible, speed up, because it feels sometimes that I won the game, I have got the trophy, but there is no one to show it. It feels sometimes like this. So how many of you are thinking that you have promised your parents?
There is something I have unaware about it, but today I'm clear, and everything make sense for learning the workshop. Today this is my first workshop, like business related, so I gather lots of knowledge, and whatever I have no idea. So I'm very pleased about it, and I will give 5 star if there is any feedback.
Okay, thank you. Put your hands together. Very nice. Almost everybody else. Everybody else. So to come to this point, this is my first mentor, Mo Nawaz. And there is a big story about him as well. So I was following him for a long time on social media. And so he used to mentor only the millionaires who has got 7-figure business. Only. That's full stop. He doesn't take any client who has got like 6-figure, not less than million. That's the person. So I was following him, and he was giving a lot of good strategy techniques on his for free. It's just free. I was following him. I was executing some of this. I was trying to understand. Sometimes he's recommending some sort of books. And one day I saw a post from him. He said, I'm taking a group of people for testing a project. And I was very curious, what is that? And then he said, I'm taking some people, 10 people, who is not millionaire, and I'll teach them, I'll help them to become a millionaire. So after reading this post, what do you think? What I did? I just jumped in. But he doesn't answer on the post, as I told you, this sort of people. Probably they have got assistant. They made the post. They said, okay, So in my Facebook, can you please give this post, write down this social media content and all of this. And I kept posting, I sent messaging and all of this. All of a sudden, I also gave my number as well for the convenient. And I got a call from his secretary, and she said, hey, I'm calling from Mentor Monas. So you are interested in this, blah, blah, blah. So he's taking only 10, 12 people. So already some of them booked. I'm not sure whether you are right people or not. So he booked a call with you for 5 minutes. Are you available tomorrow this time? And what do you say?
Yes, obviously.
I said yes. Hell yes, I'm in. So he called me, and the first question he asked me, why should I take you? What the question he asked me?
Why should I take you?
Why should I take you? And what do you think? What should I answer him? I don't know. So what I tried my best is to tell him the truth, my situation. I said, sir, my name is Habib. I'm from Bangladesh and I'm on entrepreneurship visa. I'm not sure whether you are aware of this. So I was on PSW visa. I studied Birmingham City University. And now I'm trying to build my business, and it's all about my life. Because if I don't succeed in this business, I'll lose my visa as well. And also I'm reading this book. I have attended one of the seminar from Tony Robbins. I joined UPW, Unleash the Power Within. And I'm doing course in internet marketing. And I'm trying my best, but still I couldn't figure out what to do. And literally, I think I was crying. Just the water was coming from my eyes. And he just listened. I'm not sure how long I was answering his question. And he said, Habib, my secretary will give you the address and invoice. See you then. See you then. That's what he said. Bye. So now what happened is, now I got something from him, and here I am. Can you see? Where am I?
Yes, second person from right side.
Can you see? Where am I?
Yeah.
So the mentorship program, it was supposed to start at 9 o'clock. What do you think? When I was there?
8 o'clock.
Huh? 8 o'clock? 6? So anything can happen during my journey, because I still am living in Harlow. So I got to go to Epping, then train, then to Mayfair Hotel. It's a long way. So I went there 7 o'clock. If I miss something, because I know the person who is, if he says no, means no. If I'm late, he said, no, I'm not allowing you. Done. If I say, sir, train is a strike, blah, 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 he's not going to listen. So this kind of person is this. So I went there 7 o'clock, and I went to, receptionist in the hotel. I said, excuse me, madam, there is an event from Monas. He said, it's 7 o'clock. Why are you here? I said, yeah, I know. He said, no, it's 9 o'clock, it's gate opening. Program will be open 9:30. So you can, walk around and come back, or you can have tea, coffee, you can order. And I said, okay. Then I went to see the menu, and tea, coffee that time, it was like £3 something. I can't afford it. So then I started looking around, is there any water for free or something else? And so then I said, okay, it's 1 hour. So I went outside, and I just started walking around. And I saw a lot of cars, the road is for the wealthy people. So I have seen Lamborghini, Range Rover, what do you name it? Everything is there, and I was seeing this. So who are those people who are driving this? I'd like to see if I can see someone else. And after probably 4 or 5 minutes, I saw someone else. He came, he has got a small bag from Gucci. He just opened the boot, he put the bag, he just came into the driving seat. He was studying, boom, boom, boom. I said, oh my God. And I said, he's a human being as well. Just I'm relating myself to him. He's just a human being. I think he has done something. Probably I don't know what to do. I think that's the difference. Just I'm relating to myself. Why I'm sharing this is because for Ruben, he also said that when the student is ready, teacher appears. Please write it down. When the student is ready, teacher appears. When the student is ready, teacher appears. What does it mean? Thank you.
First of all, I didn't know about any of those things. Yeah, as she said, like this is my first time here too, so I have learned a lot, and I'll be committed towards this. Like I wanna see myself as a businesswoman too, so I'll keep touch with you guys, like everyone, and like hope to see you soon. Like it was really helpful.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
thank you very much.
Thank you. Students are ready, teacher appears. What does it mean? So when you are ready, you will meet your mentor. When you are ready, you will meet your mentor. So that's what. So I went there, and my mentor, Monas, he said, please introduce yourself. Just say your name, where you're from, and how much you are generating. 3 questions he asked. So I'm going to give you 10 minutes, probably 10, 12 people. He said, your name, where you're from, and how much you are generating. That's the 3 questions he asked. So I think from the last I was the second person. So his name is Dean. He's, I think, millionaire as well. And I told you about Dr. Javed Iqbal is here. So always you need a learning partner. So then the second person I said, okay, this guy, I think that time he said he's making over $500,000.
How long ago was it?
2018, 17, 18, I think 18. So this guy was making close to $1 million. This guy was $500,000 is Carol. Now I think she's making around $1 million. Right. So the other guy, he's making almost $1 million as well right now. Still I'm connected with this guy. And I was the second last person. He said, and I said, sir, my name is Habib. I'm originally from Bangladesh. I'm in £9,000 debt on my credit card. What I said? £9,000 debt on credit card. And this guy, they just looked at me. What's he doing here? What is he doing here? And I was feeling like, why I'm here in the world? Then all of a sudden, I feel like someone hand was on my shoulder. And I just looked at him, and he was my mentor. He said, look, I know you are in different level in your journey. Some of you made over $500,000, some of close to $1 million, some of them are struggling, and this guy is £9,000 on debt. If he is very, very committed, I'll show you my case study. This guy can make millions. That's what he said. And once I heard it, I just said, I just repeating in hearing what he said. Is it possible? Is it possible? Just I was asking myself, is it possible? Is it true what he said? And now I started this mentorship program. So mentorship is nothing but to become an accountable partner. So first day we started having conversation, building up the business, what do you do, how you can do it, blah, blah, blah. He helped me with sales, he helped me with advertisement, he recommended me to learn English. He said once he started coaching on sales call, he said your English is not good. Still I'm not good in English. And he said there should be some night school in London, so you can take admission, you can improve your English, and then you can come back for sales training. I said excellent. That's good. So then, I was offended as well. So I studied Birmingham City University. I successfully passed my course. And he's asking me to learn English. But as I told you, he was my mentor. I did exactly what he said. Next day, I started searching and I found a school close to my house in Harlow. And 2 days they teach English. I went there and So the teacher, he said, you can speak well, you can communicate well, why are you here? I said, my mentor, he asked me to improve my English. He said, what do you mean? Can you please explain? I said, when I'm on sales call, people put down on my phone on my face. I cannot continue my conversation. He said, it's a business communication. It's a sales conversation. You don't understand that. Oh, I got it. But we are not teaching here. I said, madam, can you please help me? He said, okay, I'll give you 10 minutes extra after the class. And she helped me a lot as well. And then I started improving my conversation. I started calling people. And then all of a sudden, he said, now you understand sales. You can do the sales call. You are confident enough. You know exactly what to say, what not to say. Now, you need some people who are interested in your service. I said, okay. I said, how can I get that? And still I can remember. He said, yeah, I was waiting for this question. So that means you need to learn advertisement. And he said, find out who is the best person to teach you the advertisement. Then I found an American guy, Dan Henry.
First of all, thank you. I'm following you so many years, and today I learned so many things that I want to learn, and now I'm very much confident to become a businessman very soon. And thank you very much.
I did a lot of researches, and in that course, it was, as I told you, 18, 19. So in that course, he was very detailed. He said, click here, click there, do this, do that, all of this. I learned how to advertisement on social media. Then I started promoting my business. And I feel like I got an ATM machine, just £1 in, £3 back. And I was getting some clients for student consultancy, but I asked myself, so why shouldn't I try different things? And as I was a language teacher, so that time government rule was every taxi driver, they have to pass the English test. And then I targeted them. I started doing the advertisement. So that time there was iPhone 4 or something. I stuck my book on the top. I was capturing the video. Still, I think it's on my page. If you go to 17, 18. I said, hi, my name is Habib. I'm an English instructor. I'd like to help you to pass your beyond English test so that you can still drive your taxi and support your family. So if you're interested, please give me a call. I started getting some calls. And I said, wow, it works. Then, but I couldn't close the sale because getting some inquiry is one thing and closing them is another thing. So now, all of a sudden I got another call. And one call I got from a Bangladeshi taxi driver. He said, where is your office? Is it in Whitechapel? I said, yes. Where is it? On the top of Panchakana. He said, can I see you at 2:30? I said, please. And he came to me and he said, how much do you charge? I said, £250. And then he said, this is £150 cash. Take it. I'll start my class tomorrow. And next week I'll give you £100 more. Once he left, I was just sitting over there. I didn't have any money. I was struggling to put the fuel on my car. So I was just counted 3-4 times. And all of a sudden it was like aha moment. Okay, if I can earn £150 from this guy, all I need to do is repeat and rinse, repeat and rinse, repeat and rinse. So one thing, if it works once, it works 100 times, 1,000 times, million times. Do you understand where I'm coming from? So all you need to do is you need to solve 1% problem and just you can repeat and rinse, repeat and rinse. So then I understood the whole thing about the advertisement. Now, okay, so student consultancy, it came later. I was just talking about the student consultancy, all of this, but it came later on. What happened is, before that, I started teaching people B1. You know, there are a lot of people, so they need English test to apply for British passport. So one of the ladies, she came to me and she said, okay, I help her. I used to charge £150. I've got a few clients just so that I can have my lunch and fuel and all of this. So I helped like 4 or 5 people, and also so what I was trying to do, because when you are in trouble, you try everything. So I used to try driving theory test so that I can make some money. I used to teach B1 English test. So one of the lady, her Bangladeshi lady, her husband was in army, and someone referred me, and she said, I need to pass my English test. So I said, okay. So she finished the test, she passed. All of a sudden she gave me a call. She was very happy. And she said, Bhaiya, can you please help me to study at university? Because now I got ILR, I got British passport, now I'm eligible for student finance. And I didn't have any clue how to do that, what to do that. But when you have got a big heart to support other people, the money will follow you automatically. Because all you need to do is you need to support them such a way so that they are benefited. So I said, okay, give me some time, I'll come back to you. Then I met one of my senior brother who used to study at Chittagong University as well. So I asked him, can you please help me with this? And he said, you hit the jackpot. What was the what?
Jackpot.
You hit the jackpot. I said, what do you mean? Can you please explain? And he said, I'm going to send you someone else. If you refer them a student, you can make so much money. Then he referred me to London School of Commerce in London Bridge. I went there, I met one person, and I had a conversation. He gave me an agreement to sign, and I signed it, but I said, I have got a question. I said, there is some mistakes here. And he said, what do you mean by mistake? I said, no, in the structure. And in the structure, it was written, mentioned that I'm going to get 20% of the tuition fees. How much?
20%.
Of tuition fees. And the tuition fee is 9,250. How much is 20% of 9,250? Please do the calculation and let me know. Do the calculation, exact figure.
How much is the total amount?
1850.
9,250.
1850.
1850. Excellent. So now, I couldn't believe that figure.
1,850.
Yeah. So I did my calculation on the calculator, and I said, it must be wrong. Just referring a student, can I get 1,850? It must be wrong. And I said, no, something is wrong here. You see, probably printing mistake or something else. No. He asked me, do you expect more? I said, no. I said, what's your question? I said,
I'm in state of shock.
yeah. So I said, I think there should be a mistake. Digit probably something here and there. I said, no, that's the amount of commission we pay to our agent. I said, wow. He said on the top, if you hit the target, we're going to pay you more. Then I came back and I said, now I need to put the advertisement on this, and I need to promote this. Then I started promoting advertisement for local students. I'm getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I hired a few people in London, and all of a sudden that guy said, he gave me a call. He said, you are doing some sort of Facebook thing? Because that was very early days. University, they don't advertise on Facebook, blah, blah, blah. But I learned from the best, number one. So, and it works for me. And then he asked me, we have set up a campus in Birmingham, and we, last year, we recruited only 17 people, but we invested over £1 million. Can you please help me? And I said, I can try. And I said, how many months is left for this session? He said, only 2.5 weeks. I said, probably you are struggling a lot. He said, yeah, we are struggling to get that. So what I did is I crafted a Facebook advertisement. I uploaded it, I promoted for Birmingham, because in the Facebook, you can, as you asked, so you can target it very specifically. For example, if I would like to target the people who live in London, who has got birthday in this month, and as a restaurant, I can promote them. If you have got anniversary, I can target you, and I can reach out to you with the message, with the service and all of this. So I targeted in Birmingham And first day I see the response is phenomenal. It's like you are fishing with the net and a lot of fish you are getting, something like this. So I was supposed to go probably 5 days later to see them, and I didn't have any office in Birmingham. So I said them that, look, I don't have any office. Can you please allow me in your campus? He said, yeah, the office is yours. Go there. And I met the manager. He gave me the key. He said, this is your office. You can serve students.
Hi, actually, I wanted to do business like for almost a year ago, and I didn't know like what to do. Like I was just thinking like, okay, we need to do it. What's the starting point? Because in this country, I'm alone, like literally, there's no one here. So I needed like a guide or something, you know, physical contact, basically. So I feel like, well, this is the first point of contact, like physical contact, like, so it's a good support net, I would say. So in future, I'll be coming here. You'll be expecting me.
I made money by myself. What he did, he mentored me. He just mentored me. He became my accountable partner, and this is how I took a shortcut way. So if I wouldn't go to him and if he wouldn't help me, probably I wouldn't grow that much faster. Probably I would grow, but not that much faster. That's the thing. So now I'd like to give you 60 seconds to write. So till now, what are the 3 things you have learned you're going to execute in your life? Please write it down. What are the 3 things you have learned till now you're going to execute in your life? Please write it down. Number 1, number 2, number 3. अस्सलाम वालेकुम जी पाँचटा पर्यन्त আপনি কটা আসবেন জি ঠিক আছে আমাদের লাস্ট ক্লোজিং 10 মিনিট সময় দিতে হবে তাহলে একটু আগে আসলে সমস্যা নেই 3:30টা জি ঠিক আছে ভাই জি জি ঠিক আছে ওকে আসসালামু আলাইকুম sorry it was solicitor barrister Salim. He called twice, so I missed his call. He's so on the way.
Break, a small break.
Yeah, we're gonna give a break. We're gonna give a break. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna take a break in 5 minutes time, and we're gonna give you 45 minutes time. So we're gonna have lunch, then you're gonna come back. Okay. So what are the 3 things you have learned and you're gonna execute in your life? Have you written?
Yes.
Excellent. Excellent. So I think now the story I have shared with you, because if I would give you a lot of facts, probably you would forget. But the story I have given you, it is stick to your mind. Now I'm gonna solve all the problem with this story, teaching, whatever I have shared with you. So the fund is, I have started with how much fund? How much?
150.
Everybody tell me how much? 150. So we recommend you not to spend a lot of money, because you know in first 5 years it's gonna fail. Second thing is, if I fail, what happens? So once you have got 3 skills, sales, advertisement and management skill, so you can try first product, it's not working, you're gonna go for second, it's not working, another week. Third week, you're gonna try another one, it's not working. Fourth week, you're gonna try another one, it's not working. 5th time, it has started working. So all you need to do is you need to find out the product suits you. Is it clear to you? Yeah. So you don't need 40,000, 50,000. All you need to have is three skills. Three skills. Sales, advertisement, and management skill. Number one. Number two, I'd like to share with you is, so once you understand and once you master these three skills, whatever the business you're going to start is going to be successful. Without these three skills, if I give you the best service, best product to sell, the best customer, if I connect to you, you can't. These are the three skills. Now, my question is, sales skill, is it learnable or everybody is born with sales skill? Tell me. Is? Learnable. Learnable. It's learnable. So, what we do is, once we help our mentees, so the program I had, spending thousands of pounds. So I share with them so that they can learn, and once they start executing them, if they are stuck, I help them with this. Okay. So number two is customer. So what problem is this?
To get customers.
Sales and advertisement. So this is your problem. Solution is sales and advertisement. Business idea. So always I ask, how much is worth of your business idea? Right? Is zero. Business idea. The worth of business idea is zero until you have got three skills and you get the result. Business idea is nothing. You might have Uber idea, you might have Facebook idea. It's nothing to us until you make money through this your idea. So you can execute them very fast once you have got three skills and you have got right mindset. Okay. So number one is competition. Yes, right. So in your town, if you look into this, you will see 5 chicken shops are there. One chicken shop, you will see always queue. And the 4, silent. They're dying. Why is that? Probably the one person, he cracked the code how to get the customer. So once you become the best of these three skills, sales, advertisement, so you will see, and management skill, you will see these things. Strategy, sometimes it works, but you need to be connected with the right people to get the strategy and all of this. Okay, so you already understand sales. So legal, that's why our barrister Salim, he's gonna help you, guide you, support you, and execute it with you to solve all your problem. Just he's gonna do this. And finance is not an issue. It's not an issue. So if you study the 10 billionaires right now who are living, they are not from affluent family. They are self-made billionaire, most of them. They started all from scratch. Just one thing you need to understand is there is a certain way to do certain things. If you can do it, you will be there. Okay. So before lunch, just I'd like to share with you how we can help you. How we can help you. So you are in our process already. Please, Simon, can you please focus on this? So the way we help. Can you please just move to somewhere else so that you can see better? Yeah, please. I'm so sorry to moving you. Otherwise, you can take your diary if you want. So the way we can help you is, number one, is very, very important. So we start with book, and the book has been written. It's called the Sponsorship Visa. Please write it down. You can give a gift to someone else. The Self-Sponsorship Visa, written by Hassan Habib. Okay, along with Barrister Selim and Chartered Accountant Mubashir Rahman. Okay, so it's going to be published in October. So I would recommend you to go through this. I shared the in this within time period, short time period, it's not possible to give you everything. So I try to give a bit more something in the book so that you can read them and you can have always with you. If you forget something, as a reference, you can go and you can check, right? So book is the self-sponsorship visa. Self-sponsorship visa. Okay, so this is how we start. And the second is one-day workshop. So now you are here. One-day workshop, and it's a gift for you because the amount of value I'm giving to you, I should charge you at least £1,000 for this. Because for this workshop, I'm not telling you it must be you, someone else's life will be changed. And probably, as I told my mentor, Tony Robbins, Monoas, Dr. Silva, probably someday will say, I didn't understand the guy, but I went there, I spent probably 4 or 5 hours with him. Whatever he taught something is clicked my mind, and that changed my whole life. Probably, I'm not sure, right? So I'm trying my best to give it to you from my heart so that you can take it and you can execute it. That's the thing. So one-day workshop is completely free. Number 3, the program we are running is Business Mastery. So it's 3 days program, in person, 3 days. And once you come this program, so we're gonna sit with you, we're gonna work on your business idea, we're gonna lay out your advertisement and plan, marketing plan, and we'll give you, once you leave this 3 days business mastery, you have got your own business. So the same day, 3 days. So we're gonna help you with your marketing message, advertisement video, editing. So everything you're gonna do with my team. So as I told you, I need to show you how to catch one fish so that I don't have to give you fish. You can catch fish by yourself whole your life. That's the thing we're gonna do. So in 3 days, we're gonna capture these 3 things. So sales, advertisement, and management skill. Very good question. So initially is 999, but we are charging is 299 if you book these things today. 299 for 3 days program. And I can give you guarantee that, well, I spent 8,750 for international business in Birmingham City University. I learned so many things. It allowed me to give PSW. I appreciate that. But the teaching, that didn't help me to start my business, grow my business. Do you understand? It's the practical thing. I learned it from practitioner, and I'm teaching in practice. So the things which is working right now, that's what I'm teaching. Okay, so that's the 299 is one-off, right? And then once you come through this and you understand the value of this, and then we invite you for the mentorship program. It's for 12 months. Right? It's for 12 months. Because once you understand the business, you start doing this, every single day you will face this problem, that issue, that challenge. And you need an accountable partner. Someone needs to say that if you don't do this in next week, I'm not allowing you to continue. You need to say this harsh word because you are not committed, right? So that's the reason, and we are doing this for 12 months. And I started with this 5K for 12 months, every single month. We have got 2 sessions like this, a small group of people. So whatever your problem, you're gonna share and we're gonna solve it instantly. For example, these 3 people, they raised all the questions, all the challenges. I solved these 3 people, other people say, I don't have any questions. That's the same problem I am facing. You solved me. So what if I do this? Just I'm gonna give you answer in 30 seconds. Yes, you should or you shouldn't. Okay? So that's the thing. But For PSW student, so I'm not charging this, is 199, and I know some of the people from PSW, they requested me, I can afford 199 together. Can you please do installment monthly or something else? And that's why if you come for monthly, is £200 per month for next 12 months. It's 12 months contract, you got to pay every month £200. And the beauty of this is now, you might be thinking, what if it doesn't work? Right? What if doesn't work? And I know it works. It works. Now the question is, what if doesn't work? So when I met Tony Robbins in his program, he taught me one thing that changed my whole perspective. That was, he said, if you'd like to be very successful, model successful people. That's the first thing. Second thing is, before modeling them, model their belief system. Can you please write it down? Model their belief system. I know you are not believing in this. When I started my mentorship program, I didn't believe in myself, but I believed in my mentor's belief. I know I cannot do this, but as he has done this, he knows this, and he's saying me this, of course it works. Otherwise he wouldn't tell me to do it. So sometimes your belief system, it doesn't work. But once you rely on your mentor's belief system, it has started working. Do you understand? Okay. So this is how, that's why it's only for PSW students. So what we do is we charge £200 every month. And the beauty of doing this is within 12 months. If you cannot make your investment back in 12 months, it's 100% money back guarantee. So I'm going to give you your money back. What else do you want? What else do you want? Tell me, what else do you want? So what I'm going to do is, I know you're going to go to the break within 5 minutes. I'm going to give you an application form to fill out. If you'd like to go through this, probably you might have some sort of question. Still fill out the application form, and my team, they're going to book a one-to-one consultation with me, and we're going to go through. If you think that okay, this is the right person to invest, you can, and if you cannot, that's fine as well. Nothing to lose.
I have a question. Like the number 3 is a 3-day workshop, $299. So, and the second one is another thing like 12-month mentorship is like nearly £2,000. My question is like, for example, I have 6 months left in UK. So it would be better for me to first I go in your number 3. If I success, so yeah, I can go the next one. Or what you suggest me to do the both together?
We always recommend to go for this 3-day program, and then also get enrolled in mentorship program as well. However, if you go to mentorship program, it becomes free.
Okay, now I'm trying to say like my visa is finishing soon.
Good.
If I can't, get new visa, so
very good question. What's your name?
Shamim.
Shamim, we are not solving your business problem. We are solving your immigration problem as well, and that's why the barrister will be here. You are here for that as well, right? So you shouldn't say I can't. Instead you should say how can I solve this problem? Got it? Good. Do you have any questions?
Is this visa works for someone who wants to come from Bangladesh?
Yes, it does, but it's a different rules and regulation. It does, but it's a different.
I have one question. So
yes,
how
sure.
many months would you exactly need for establish the business?
Okay, so you can. So what do you mean by establish the business?
Like
start business?
No, I didn't start.
Can you please bring this application form, or is it here? Okay, please come here, help me out. So it depends on you, how quickly you execute all of this. That's the thing. So I would recommend you, it might be 6 months to 12 months, you will start making money. 6 months to 12 months between this time.
So when I will be eligible for the sponsored license?
Okay, very good question. Solicitor will answer it.
What about the online people? About the form?
Okay, yeah, so there will be an online form. So my team is sending right now. Go ahead. Have you got it?
Right,
Thank you. So just I repeat. So the way we help people is from the book, the sponsorship, visa. Then we invite them on the workshop like this. It's completely free. Of course, you deposited £10 and you're going to get it back. So in person, you're going to get it cash today. And who are online is going to take probably Monday. So you're going to give it back. And then once you understand the whole thing, and if you believe that, okay, we are the right fit each other, because probably I might not be the right fit for you, probably someone else. So I consider that as well. So once you think that is the right investment, so we're going to invite you for 3 days. It's $299. And of course, once you got your business and everything, you need continuous support for next 12 months. And we're going to giving you support through the mentorship program is $1999, or you can pay £200 per month is £2,400. Okay. Any more questions from online?
Oh, that's it, nothing. Thank you.
Okay.
Where can we find the book? It will come later.
Yeah, it's gonna be on Amazon. So I think you have registered with a number. So yeah, we're gonna send a message to get the book as well. So it's gonna be very beneficial if you give this book to someone else as a gift. Yeah.
How much it will be cost?
Which one? Book.
The book one?
It's less than £10. Less than £10, something. It's a very small book, but everything is there. How much is cost? Everything.
How are you going to support without a business?
Sorry, say that again.
How are you going to support without a business?
Without a business.
Yeah.
Yeah. So first of all, we're gonna create a business and we're gonna support them. We're gonna deal with 3 skills first: sales, advertisement, and management skills. And then we're gonna help you to build up your business. And then we're gonna keep supporting you.
No, we don't have a plan to do a business.
Mm-hmm.
No business idea.
I think you mean to do like PhD or something like that, like
excellent.
study rather than business maybe.
Okay, I understand. So, ma'am, can you please reframe your question? What's your question?
Actually, before coming to this workshop, I have seen that do you want to support without a business?
Did you mean further study?
No, I don't know actually what's the plan for that. Without a business, how are you going to support with a solicitor?
Oh, I see. Now I understand. Okay, so her question is, I don't need any business support, but I'd like to go for legal thing. Like I'd like to get my self-sponsorship visa. Of course, you can do that as well. So solicitor will help you with that. Just I'd like to give you the initial thing. How does it work? So have you taken any photo or something or written this thing?
Yes.
Can you please take it so that everybody can see it? It's not changing.
That's a good question.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. So the solicitor, just I'm gonna give you a brief idea so that. Okay. Yeah, show me please. So the solicitor fee is $3,000 altogether. He's gonna give you a consultation. He's gonna work with you with your business, limited company, registration and all of this. Number 3 is he's gonna apply for a sponsorship license. Then he's gonna apply, once you get the license, plus he's gonna issue course as well. Once you get the course, he's gonna make your application as well. Okay, so these are the what things he's gonna do. So depending on your business idea, he's gonna advise you what would be the SOC code and all of this. So so as he knows as well, he's gonna do the work with PSW people, and financially they're a bit tight situation. So I requested him to make it in 2 installments. So in that case, so 1500 in first installment, and second installment is 1500. So this is how you can start. And
So
yeah.
What is the meaning of like the 15, like is before, after?
No, so altogether is £3,000 is legal fee cost. So there is a big team is going to work with you, the whole team. So the whole cost is, service cost is £3,000, but initially you can pay him £1,500 and you can start working. So now some of you might be asking, so how I'm gonna organize all the money and how much I need initially and all of this. So basically, so you need £536 to apply for a sponsorship license, right? And if you'd like to go for faster service, it's £500 extra, and we always recommend you go for faster service. So £1,036. And now, so initially all you need to do is you need to pay him £500. Of course, once you agree to go for this, we're gonna send you request you solicitor to send you invoice. Once you pay £1,500, you're gonna do the first appointment with the solicitor. So in that day, you need to spend only £1,500, and then solicitor is gonna give you the big list, and he's gonna work with you what to do next step and all of this. Let's say you're coming back in 1 month, 4 weeks time. In that case, so you need only £136, right? So that's the self-sponsorship fee once you apply for business license. So now, so we always advise you to take at least 3 months time to get the sponsorship license, at least 3 months. It might be quicker, it might be a bit late. And also £500 extra, though Home Office promises you to give you in 5 to 10 working days, but just one email can deny that. They can say, this case is not straightforward, sorry, we can't, it's gonna take a bit longer time. So just, that means it might take usually 3 months, 2 to 3 months time. So usually we say 3 to 3 months. And the problem is, you cannot make your application as a skilled worker visa until you get the license. So I don't like to put you the risk that now probably you have got 2 months visa. If you apply today and if you don't get the business license within 2 months, so it's going to be a little bit pressure on you that, oh, what should I do? Which way should I go? So the earlier, the better. Okay, so once you get the sponsorship license, then you can delay. Okay, now I'm going to apply in 3 months time because it has got 3 months expiration date. So once you get this cost, then the next thing you need to consider is £1,420 application fee plus £1,035 NSS fee. So let's say in 3 months time you're gonna apply. So you got business license, you got cost. Now you're applying for this. So it's £1,420 plus 135 plus 5 years. So 5,000, 6,000, around 7,000 here, right? So this is the cost. So if you calculate all the costs, so can you please do the calculation right now? So your question is how much is going to take all together?
This 7,000 is official cost.
Yeah, home office cost.
So that the first 14 something is for the business license.
Okay, so please write it down. So for business license is £1,036. £1,036.
Yeah. So the visa process I have heard about it before, but yeah, Attending today's lecture and seminar had made a lot of things clearer, and this could actually be something I would consider in the future.
So how much the simply taking the cost?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you repeat once again?
Okay, thank you. So the initial cost is £1,036 for a sponsorship license, £1,420 for application fees.
Which application?
Visa application. So then 1,035 is NSS fee into 5 years or 3 years. How many years you're going to apply for? It depends. And then the solicitor fee is £3,000. So you can pay in installment. And last time, one of the applicant we found is, he said, Habib, I don't have that much time. I have got exactly 3 months. Can you please start today? And I don't have money. I'm going to pay you next month. I said, no. Solicitor doesn't work without paying the money because you are not committed. He said, what I can do is I can pay you £500 right now, and the remaining £1,000 I can pay in first week of the month. I said, okay, I'm going to request the solicitor. And I asked Barrister Salim, this is the student, he's facing this financial problem. Can you please help him? And he said, yeah, so I'm sending the invoice. So he started working. So he saved 1 week time. Okay, so that's how it's possible as well. But what you do is, once you agree to go for this, and of course you have got so many questions, Barrister Salim will be here, you're going to ask him a lot of questions. Once you agree, we're going to book an appointment with him, and of course we're going to send you the invoice from solicitor office. You pay and you start the processing. So initially, fast consultation, you make an agreement that what business you're going to go, because look, the in practice and visa is different thing. In visa, he's going to say, okay, what you would like to do, excuse me, you'd like to go for the lower tax bracket, so graphic design would be the best for you. Start this. But once you come to practical business, whatever the best for you, I'm going to suggest. So it's completely different thing. Once I started my entrepreneurship visa, that was business consultancy. That was business consultancy. In my website, it still is business consultancy. But in practice, I did student consultancy. Home Office didn't ask me, hey, Habib, you told me that you're going to do business consultancy and now you're doing student consultancy. No, it's not possible. They didn't say that. What they say is how much money you made. Have you maintained everything? That's what they said. So the beauty of having this thing is, so you can start one business problem, just giving an example. So one SOC code is business consultancy. You can add another code, student consultancy. You can add another code, this service. You can add another code, this service. So whatever the business you want to do, you can do. Do you get me? It's very simple.
Business,
Sorry?
in the consultant business.
Yeah.
In the consulting firm, right?
Anything you can do. Anything. And the last thing I would like to share with you in 2 minutes time. I'm so sorry I'm taking so much time. So why I'm not recommend you to start a product-based business or product. Probably that's the question you might have. Why I'm not recommend you. So now probably someone has got idea, I'm gonna build a shoe factory. So if you'd like to build a shoe factory, how much money do you need? It depends. Million, right? You don't need to, and you shouldn't. The reason is, the first thing is, you need to sell shoe first. You need to become a salesman first. Once you understand you can sell a lot others product, so now you master the sales skill. That's the first thing. Second thing is, once you understood that, okay, I can sell, and I'm buying this product from Habib and he's charging me £5, but if I buy this product from him, he's gonna give me £3, but I have to buy 1,000 quantity at a time. So that means now you are becoming a warehouse. What you are becoming? Warehouse. So now you started becoming a warehouse and you are started selling big chunk of sale. You have got too many salesmen, and now you think that, okay, so now I'm paying him £3. What if I build this product, building show factory? So it's going to cost me £1. Now you started building factory and you are selling it the same price, but your margin is so high. So how you started? You started as a salesman, then you become warehouse, then you become factory. Just I'm giving an example to make you understand.
Help me or to encourage for me to give me a chance to invite here, because I always want to be entrepreneur, and but I'm thinking, and this workshop will help me a lot of things. It's gives me a clear idea of business, and always I'm thinking, because when I come UK I did not bring my dependent, and I think this is the chance to bring my dependent also. And thank you Habib Bhai again for giving us to give us chance.
Okay, that's the thing. And last part I'd like to tell you is, why should you go for self-sponsorship visa? Just I'm gonna take probably 2-3 minutes so that I can understand, and then I'll invite my friend come accountant. He's gonna teach you all about taxes and everything, right? So first thing is, if you go for, okay, so most of you are you have done your masters, and now you'd like to extend your visa in some way, some categories, right? So how many years you are in the UK? 2 years, some of them?
3.5.
3.5. Anybody else? In the chat box, please write down how many. How many years you are in the UK right now? Just I'd like to see in the chat box. How many of you are, so 1.5, 2 years, okay. Now, if you have spent like 1 year masters and 2 year PSW, so it's altogether 3 years, right? And now you have got options for further study. So if you go for further study, I'm giving you the longest period of visa. It's called DBA, Doctor of Business Administration. So if you go for it, you're gonna get 4 years visa. How many years? 4 years. So this 4 years plus 3 years, how many years?
7 years.
7 years. It doesn't take you somewhere else to your destination? No. So after 7 years, again you got to struggle. Whose visa you're gonna go, this and that. But if you go for self-sponsorship visa, it's straightforward. 5 years, you're gonna continue business, you're gonna get ILR at the end of the 5 years. Is it clear? Yeah. Okay. Next thing is, if you go for work permit, so now, give me a rough idea. So the salary scale is £38,000. Yeah. So how many of you have got the skills to get the job for £38,000? None of you.
Maybe for PSW holder, salary threshold will be 31,000.
Yeah, but if you go for work permit, so it has to be 38,000. But the self-sponsorship, if you start,
from the beginning or later?
No, from the very beginning. So the salary has to be 38,000. Okay, so now, so as you agreed that you don't have the skills for 38 grand, right? So now I'm asking you. So if you go, under the table, and if you pay someone else, how much you got to pay? How much is selling the work permit right now? Sorry? 20K? 30K? 40K? Okay. So now you are spending, let's say 40K. Okay. Let's say 25K you spend somewhere else. You got the sponsorship visa, and still the employer, he'll tell you that, okay, you need to pay your own tax. So my friend come accountant, he's gonna tell you how much tax you have to pay for 38K, right? So that's the one thing. And the second thing is, let's say you paid whatever amount you paid, and you started working for them, namely or anonymely. And after 6 months, he said, I'm not continuing this business. I'm gonna shutting it down. What's gonna happen?
We will lose the sponsorship.
Sorry?
We will lose the sponsorship.
You're gonna lose the sponsorship. So you're in trouble again. But if you go for self-sponsorship, this is your control. Only Home Office can curtail your visa if you don't maintain it properly. Otherwise, no one. Otherwise, no one. So once you have got the self-sponsorship visa on you, so what are you gonna do? You're gonna try 100%, or you're gonna do a little bit here and there? 100%. So the psychology behind my position was one of the things is my visa. So probably I didn't have that much energy. I was thinking, okay, I'm not going to do it anyway. But once the second thought is coming in my mind, okay, this is my entrepreneurship visa. If I don't do it in right way, if I don't continue and maintain, so visa will be curtailed. Home office might come to visit us. And they're going to ask you how much money you made and all of this stuff. I'm done. So the information I'm sharing it to you is because self-sponsorship is the best way to retain and to get your settlement here. And the second thing is, if you try heart and soul for 5 years, do you think you can build up something?
Yes, definitely.
Of course. Of course. And at the end of the settlement, you're going to get a business, building a business you will be proud of. And last minute I wanted to share with you is, so if you work for someone else and if you get 100 grand salary, how much pay are you going to pay tax? 40,000. 40,000. And if you make profit 100 grand, how much money you have to pay tax? It depends on you, how much you are willing to. Because the water bottle I have given you is not my money, it's a business money, right? When I go to Bangladesh, I have got office, it's business money. I went to Fiji with my wife, so my training was for 7 days, but I stayed there 21 days. This is business money. So you can reduce the tax spending for business. And this is how you can pay less tax. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Do you understand? Really understand?
Also, you can get tax return as well.
Yeah, you can get tax return as well. So the difference between, okay, so she said she didn't understand. So if you work for someone else and if you've got 100 grand salary, you have to pay 40% tax. Straight away, you cannot reduce it. But if you make profit 100 grand or turnover 100 grand, so you can spend for your business and still you can save a lot of taxes. For example, so probably you have seen in the video I'm driving Range Rover. It's not my personal money. It's the company money, business money. I'm the company director. I'm driving Range Rover for business purpose. Second thing is while I'm paying for fuel, who is paying for it? Company. So that's the business allow you to do and enjoy your life. So it's the different. If you understand it, that's better. If you don't understand, you're gonna suffer in the long run. Okay. So do you have any questions?
If that means I'm just talking about the UK rules that I understand from you, in personal, straightforward I need to pay tax. But the company, there is the option where I can manage it. Yeah? It depends. If I establish another business or another way, I can cut my tax.
That's right.
So in UK rules like this, for companies, this is not straightforward. Yeah? Like for example, in my self-sponsorship, I need to earn 31k at least. So after 1 year, I don't need to pay for the tax for this 31k because I will find another way.
Okay. No. Very good question. So for the visa purpose, you have to show your salary at least 31. You need to start. So you need to pay this tax. Okay. But if you have, let's say, 5 more businesses, you don't have to. For visa purposes, you have to show that you are taking salary from your business account to your account at least 31, and it's going to go 38 at the last year. That's the only difference.
But if you have 2 or 3 business,
You can do, yeah, you can start 10 business, no problem. To maintain your visa, you have to show them that you are taking this amount of salary, and for this you have to pay tax, and he's gonna discuss how much you're gonna pay, how much, all of this. Okay. So
so about the monitoring program, you said that business, that's our idea, or you are giving to idea about the business, then how it is going to be start, business, but we have to give you an idea that I'm going to start this business and this business, or you will be giving ideas to us.
Good, very good question. So what we're going to do, we're going to sit together and I'd like to see what's your business idea all about, how you're going to execute it. If it is right way, we're going to tell you, okay, let's do a start together. And if I think that, okay, this is not workable, then I'll say, okay, find out another one, or you can go for this or that. Okay?
So you will be giving idea if it is not working out.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, all right. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
So now, I'd like to invite my friend chartered accountant. I'll give you the answer later on after this. So he's going to share with you everything, and he was the same journey as you are having. He was on entrepreneur visa as well. He faced all the problems he will be facing, and he got the solution, and he's going to share. So now, I'd like to invite my friends chartered accountant Mubashir Rahman. Please put your hands together for him. Thank you. Thank you. Can you just put it into... Thank you.
Hi everyone, nice to meet all of you. All of you are on the PSW. Some of them are students. Sure. You students, okay.
I'm on the student visa.
Only the presentation slide. So how many of your PSW is finishing on this year? You one? Any of? No? Okay.
Next year.
Huh?
Within 6 months. Within 6 months.
Within 6 months, all right, okay, okay. Within 3 months, so that means your one is finishing on November?
In January.
January, okay, January, okay.
Mine is February.
You are in February?
Yeah.
Is any of you already incorporated the limited company? Incorporate, yeah. Because whenever you are on PSW, that time you have a right to do the business. So
I have UTR number. I declare as a self-employed.
okay, as a self-employed. All right. Okay. Okay. We'll speak to each of them, each of the options. Let's see if the presentation slide is working. Yep. This one. All right. Okay. In fact, I'm working as a chartered certified accountant in this country. I came this country in 2006 as an international student, and then I have finished my study in 2011. So from 2012 onward, I'm working as a chartered certified accountant. And in our time, me and Habib, we came in this country almost same time. He was on a student visa as well. So our time, we don't have the self-sponsorship visa. It was on an entrepreneur route. When I finished the SCCA, then I went to the PSW visa, post-study work visa for 2 years. Then I switched my visa as an entrepreneur visa. But that time entrepreneur visa was really, really tough. So because whenever we applied for the entrepreneur visa, we have to show the £50,000 investment. And out of 5 applicants, 4 of them they advised. In fact, they invite for the interview. Even I was invited for the interview. And if you want to do the business, whether you have a knowledge for that business, I can give a simple example. As an entrepreneur, if you want, it's a basically home office example. If you want to open a cab office, then you have to have a experience for that. So that means as an entrepreneur, you can't open any business. If you are a doctor, you can start the business as a, might be medical or something. If you are accountant, you can open it. But the self-sponsorship visa, that